Young niggas run the streets. My 40 cal on me, stick it right between the seats. A mirror jeans pudgy. New Versace sneakers out your budget. Off-white jacket. Fuck niggas can't touch me. Hustle hard, I got plaques out. Today I wanna bring a couple racks out. Hotline bling beating packs out. A fish on my line. Finally got them spitting stacks out. So what I did, swipe that motherfucker till it maxed out. The boy from the ghetto, I learned to kick the table when I want to shake the jello. The word on the streets, I got them bags for the LO. No talking in the sheets, I play these hoes like a cello. Hello, I kick more shit and got more flavor. I be ducked off, somewhere exclusive with no labels. You can see me in the room where the money getting made. I just paid $50 for a dope boy fade. I stayed down on my hustle, ran the racks up. I finally got my shit kicking. I was down bad, fucked up and scuffed up. All I do is eat chicken. We set the tones in the streets. Real niggas made bones in the streets. You focus on your shit, watch that money go up. It ain't too many of them out here that's fucking with us.
Crosstown born like Saddam, but a big human straps in every palm. Need an octopus to get to him. Chopper with the drum off his head. Takashi lips loose. Ghost possess the bomb. I'm alarm how the shit move. I died, came back and bought pressure. Your blow fell off, it lost self. Me back boss, a go-getter. In the transport, gotta eat that cost, I know better. Elemental shit, I just float through the building. Gucci loaf it up, got your hate on, kill them. Pickpocket flow, so the hoes gon' fill them. When your blanket moving slow, it's like the panoramic animal. You can think you kinda smart, think you floating on my way. Till you find yourself floating in the ocean with filet. Package goes to custom plug from Kuwait. No need to know the language, I just know get paid.
I stayed down on my hustle, ran the racks up. I finally got my shit kicking. I was down bad, fucked up and scuffed up. All I do is eat chicken. We set the tones in the streets. Real niggas made bones in the streets. You focus on your shit, watch that money go up. It ain't too many of them out here that's fucking with us.
Yo, it's your boy Marie the boy. I'm back up in the thing, man. Listen. Hey, man. Shout out to Slime Life Max. Shout out to Cody Lee. Yo. Shout out to my boo Eddie, my Memphis boo, my Memphis thing. You know what I'm talking about? My Memphis, yeah. You my little yeah. Shout out to Pennywise. Shout out to CC Flow Grown. Shout out to Ashley. Straight up. Shout out to Music 101. Shout out to Audio Crack 22. Shout out to Mickey True. Shout out to Unspoken Crime. Miss Unspoken Crimers. My boy got 2 channels. Go subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Lil Kel's Truth Movement. Shout out to Chick 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Silk Foster Jr. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel and go subscribe to his. Go follow him on Instagram. Shout out to Dre 6100. Shout out to Nephew for real. Shout out to Flyboy Michael Foe. Shout out to Nay Said It. Shout out to Nikki Baby. I ain't seen Nikki Baby in a while. Shout out to my snowing ass homegirl Eve. Shout out to Trigger Man. Tell him God damn me. Houston in the building. Shout out to FL Trapping. Shout out to SLK Some Lights Clout TV Inglewood. Shout out to Yellow Diamond. Shout out to Kel1K. Shout out to Lil A. Shout out to his name. Shout out to Sarah 7. Okay, what's up, 7? Shout out to Keith. Shout out to 985J. Shout out to Yoli. Yo. My boy say I'm from South Africa, all the way from South Africa. Much love, brother. Straight up, Yoli. For real. Straight up. For real. I'll put you on the screen with that one. That's South Africa in the building, the motherland, nigga. Straight up, though. That's big. Then we had the UK in the building the other night. We had shout out to Raw Nation, my boy from Estonia, South Africa. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that shit crazy, man. 7 say how it looks for Melly. So, this really Law and Crime dropped this an hour ago, but I wanted to get to y'all because I don't know if all of y'all follow Law and Crime. I follow Law and Crime. A lot of you guys do, but I don't know how many of y'all guys did. But they just dropped this an hour ago. Hit that like button on the way in, y'all. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. Do me another favor. Follow me on Instagram, MaritaBoy1, MERITABOY with the number 1. Follow me on Instagram. DM me and let me know, that you who you are. You my YouTube subscribers. and then I'll accept you and I'll follow you back. If you follow me on Instagram, I will follow you back. You know what I'm saying? So follow me on Instagram. Hit that subscribe button also on YouTube, and hit that like button on the way in, y'all. But look, Law and Crime dropped this. What it says? I got a text message. My bad, y'all. Law and Crime just dropped this, man. And I got through maybe like half of the video, and I stopped it, and I said, I got to talk about this with my peoples, because they tying all this stuff together, y'all. They got a lot of the pieces that connect a lot of this stuff together. And I felt like you guys really, really needed to hear this information. I felt like we needed to talk about this information ASAP. You know what I'm saying? And I stopped the Law and Crime video, and I immediately got on live. You know what I'm saying? I immediately got on live because we got to talk about this shit here. This shit here, nigga. We got to talk about this shit straight up. We got South Africa in the building. Straight up. That's real. For real. That's love. That's real love, yeah. But we're gonna let a couple more people get in the building before we go over it. But it's connecting the witness tampering. It's connecting what Melly girlfriend told the police in her initial statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, Law and Crime did a damn good one on this one here, y'all. I ain't gonna cap. And I think it's gonna clear up a lot of the stuff the questions that we have surrounding this new witness tampering situation. What's possibly gonna happen in his next trial? They even was talking about Melly's new attorney and the reason why he been filing all these motions and stuff like this here and that there. Man, listen, you know how I normally do. I'm gonna play it, then I'm gonna stop it, and I'm gonna talk about the certain the points that they highlight, and I'm gonna highlight some of these points, give my little summary on what's going on. We're gonna do a little conversation about it, then we're gonna play the video and keep moving. If y'all want to pull up, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so y'all can pull up. Shout out to Sante Honor. Shout out to Mr. 36. Shout out to Pooh Black. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button on the way in, guys. We're gonna get a little bit more time before we play the video. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because if I don't, if I play the video right now, then I know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be more people coming in this chat, and they're gonna be wondering what the hell going on, and they're gonna be lost a little bit. So we got 30 people in the chat already. So hit that like button on the way in. We're gonna play the video in a second. But I'm telling y'all, if y'all ain't seen this Law and Crime video, this was a good one here. They put a lot of this stuff together, y'all. I mean, they put a lot of it together. They did a good job on this one here. I ain't gonna even cap, because this stuff in this video, they explaining how did they get the witness tampering charges and all that. And it was stuff that I hadn't even heard before. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. For real. Hit that like button on the way in, y'all. Do me a favor. Hit that like button on the way in. Shout out Anonymous One. Y'all go subscribe to my boy channel. All right, Kel1K said, I ain't get a follow back when I followed you, Marita. Okay, do me a favor. DM me right now, and I'll follow you back right now, Kel. DM me right now, and I'll follow you back right now. Shout out to Angie Baby. Shout out to Dre 6100. So DM me right now, and I'll follow you back. Shout out to Presto, Kenny Presto. That's home team right there. I'm on my Instagram right now on KL1K. So if you want to DM me now, I'll follow you back right now. Any of y'all want to follow me on Instagram? Follow me on Instagram right now, and I'll accept you guys. DM me first so I know who you is, because I be wanting to know the people that are my subscribers from YouTube. So DM me right now, and I'll follow you back right now. Follow me, then DM me, and I'll follow you right back. Yeah, we're going to get into it, though. We're going to get into it. We just killing a little time. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'm going to drop the link in a minute, too. Matter of fact, hey, Dre, I'm finna, if you ain't busy, you want to pull up right now? before I play the video. That way we can kind of like when I stop the video, we can talk about it. I know you probably already done seen Law and Crime video, but this video just dropped like an hour ago. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I really want to go on and jump on it too. You know what I'm saying? And we can talk about what they talking about in here. But I want to go on and jump on it so I could get you guys information really at a real fast. Shout out to Kentucky Shannon TV. Shout out to E-Band Films. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Shout out to my boy King Zulu Street Fame. There goes Dre. What's up, Dre? Yo. Dre. Dre.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey,
Salute. You saw this Law and Crime video yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
I figured you probably did. It got a lot of shit in here, don't it?
Yeah, for sure. That's why I watched it, because I seen it was them. I was like, oh yeah, they about to drop some knowledge down on us.
Yeah, they put a lot of this shit together. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
I knew it was gonna be informative just because they're the ones who actually inside the courtroom, so the stuff that we actually can't hear, they actually know about.
Yeah, they need to tighten up on that damn audio though, because we be catching hell. Listen to that audio. Listen, hit that like button, guys. Get us 30 likes real quick. 6 more people. We just need 6 more people, and I'm gonna play the video for y'all, and we're gonna talk about it. Dre, when you start your YouTube channel?
I'm about to start one shortly, bro. I'm about to get in motion, probably starting next week.
Okay. It's something that you've been wanting to do?
I ain't been wanting to do, but it's something that I've been thinking about doing more lately, just because I've been up here more often. So I'm like, man, I might as well go ahead and start me a channel so I'll be up here so often.
I agree.
I was already thinking about one like for sports debating anyway. So it's nothing to go ahead and just start one and do both.
Right. And I mean, if any help I can give you, I will. You know what I'm saying? That when I had a lot of my former crew that I used to have up here on the panel with me, that's why I used to always tell them. I used to be like, look, man, because I be looking at the bigger picture. Okay, so y'all up here on the panel all the time, you being known, regardless of whether you want to be known or not, you becoming known. People becoming familiar with you. You giving your opinions. You up here just as much as me. If you start your channel, you can have creative control of your channel, but also it can create a network. It can create a network. You feel what I'm saying? Like I go over there, support you on your channel. You come over here, we can pop off. You know what I mean? Like and I just saw that picture for them. And I used to try to like persuade them to do that. I remember I met a rapper out of Tampa. His name is Lil Key. He had the #1 song in the country a while back. It was called "Busted Wide Open." Right? He ain't no like no hell of a rapper, but it was like a booty club song or whatever. Right. So I met Lil Key. I actually went on a little mini tour with Lil Key. I opened up for Lil Key for a while. But when I was sitting down talking to Lil Key, we had like a business meeting or whatever when we were discussing what he was gonna be able to do for me and help my career and stuff like that. And I drove all the way to Tampa and had a meeting with him, whatever. And I asked him, how did he get started into the music? And he told me that he was a DJ. He said I was a DJ, bro. He said, be honest with you, I'll be able to get your song in all the clubs in Tampa. And I say, well, how can you do that? He said, because all the DJs in all these clubs, they are under one umbrella that we started. And I say, well, how did you get to that point? He say, we were the DJs that nobody would book. He said I went around and I couldn't get no nights at the club. You know, I couldn't get, you know what I'm saying? And I just went around, and all the DJs that couldn't get nights at the club, we formed a coalition. He say, and slowly we took over the whole Tampa. Now I don't know if that's still what it is, but when I did have that meeting with him, he told me about that. And I actually back then, I think his wife, I don't know if he's still married, but his wife was a DJ as well. And they ended up taking over, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he kind of got his song out there, and he ended up with the #1 song in the country, "Busted Wide Open." And I actually toured with Lil Key all over the South, South Florida, when that song was a big song or whatever. I got a picture of me and Lil Key on my community wall. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Randy. That's what I'm saying. Like, so yeah, if anybody in the chat, any of y'all who be coming up on the panel, y'all want to start y'all own YouTube channels, man, I advise y'all to, y'all coming up here supporting me. I have no problem with supporting you guys. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You can use being up here as a springboard to do your own thing. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, sure.
It's
it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know.
Right, it's millions. That's why I never understood why these bloggers be all sensitive about subscribers and all of this, bro. Listen, do you know how many people channels I subscribe to? I can't even. I don't lost count. So it's millions of people on the internet. It's the world is on the internet. So we don't have to fight over subscribers. You know what I'm saying? It's all they act like you can only subscribe to one person on YouTube. No, you can subscribe to however many people you want to subscribe to. So yeah, man, everybody could eat, man. Everybody could eat. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
Yeah, that's what it's about, bro. It ain't always got to be competition, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes one hand watch. People don't understand that though.
Yeah, man.
I'd rather break bread with you than compete with you because we all can eat.
For real. For real. Because it's gonna be some things that some knowledge that you have that I don't have, and it's gonna be some knowledge that I have that you don't have, or some things that I'm good at that you ain't good at, and we can get together, combine it, and create a team. When a president get elected as president, the first thing he do is select the cabinet. You might have a president that don't know shit about foreign policy. He don't know shit about foreign policy. He gets somebody in his cabinet that know about foreign policy or infrastructure or economics. So you get what I'm saying? And they all sit at the table and they confer and they talk and then they come up with their plan and their strategy and everybody make a move. Everybody eat. Like, bro, you ain't gonna get no. Let me tell you something. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs a team. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn who nobody made it totally on their own. Somebody helped them. Somebody saw something in them. Now, they might have put themselves in position and they might have had the talent, but it was still somebody else along the way that said, okay, I think I can help you get to here. And not only that, I can help myself while helping you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Just like 95% of everybody who's successful because of the consumers they got.
Exactly.
So just like the whole point is building your channel, bro. So I mean, it ain't rocket science.
Exactly. Shout out to Kentucky Shannon TV. Shout out to Too Legit to Quit KC, aka MC Hammer. I'm gonna play the video, y'all, so y'all can hear what I heard, and we'll stop and talk about it.
Melly has a new lawyer and new criminal charges as he faces a retrial for the murder of two of his friends. Those are two of the top 6 developments since the jury deadlocked in the trial of Jamel Demons. Welcome to Law and Crime Sidebar Podcast. I'm Anjanette Levy. Jury selection was supposed to be well underway in the retrial of Jamel Demons, but that has been delayed amid accusations from the defense that the lead prosecutor may have tried to cover up Detective Mark Moretti asking another officer to lie when he seized a cell phone that was owned by Melly's mom. The judge has removed the lead prosecutor, Christine Bradley, from the case because she may be called to testify as a witness about a comment in the retrial. We'll go into more about that later, but first, just to bring you up to speed on where things stand now, Demons, who we just call Melly because that's how the public knows him, faces 2 counts of first-degree murder for the October 26, 2018 shooting deaths of 2 men that he called his best friends, Anthony YNW Sack Chaser Williams and Christopher YNW Juvie Thomas were shot to death in an SUV driven by Cortland Henry, who went by YNW Bortland. Bortland, Sack, Juvie, and Melly were seen leaving a recording studio earlier that morning. Surveillance cameras recorded the 4 getting into a Jeep. Less than 2 hours later, Henry pulled up to a hospital emergency room. His 2 friends were dead inside the SUV. Melly was charged with first-degree murder the following year. Portland was charged with being an accomplice. The difference? The state is seeking the death penalty against Melly because they say he was the shooter. Melly, of course, denies this. Under Florida law, Melly could face the death penalty under a new lower threshold of an 8-4 vote if he's convicted. His first trial ended in a hung jury last summer. Since that first trial, Melly has changed up his legal team just slightly. This man, Jamie Benjamin, is now Melly's lead attorney. Melly's defense team has always been aggressive, but they seem more so under Benjamin's leadership. In the last 2 weeks, Benjamin did something you don't often see attorneys do. He called out Judge Murphy, basically saying he didn't look interested in hearing their arguments.
Now, when there is an allegation against the lead detective in a first-degree murder case that he lied in front of a career prosecutor that's brought to the attention of the elected official, they can't hide under, we don't review every Brady violation. This went all the way to the top of their office the day it happened. They did nothing, I believe. And I believe that violates that statute. And I believe that in and of itself, based on one person's sworn testimony, is probable cause. But, Your Honor, I believe, based on your body language, with your arms crossed and a scowl on your face, looking at us like we did something wrong, should be much more.
This is really serious.
This is so serious.
That's just a small sample of Jamie Benjamin in action and what we can expect at the retrial. I spoke with one of Melly's former attorneys, Bradford Cohen, about Jamie Benjamin's style.
I'm friends with Jamie Benjamin. I've known him for years and years and years. He is a fixture in the Broward County community for criminal defense lawyers. Jamie is always an aggressive attorney. He understands the appellate issues that can be raised. He understands how those appellate issues should be raised. He's very cognizant of the appellate issues. So he is always setting up the case just in case that an appeal would come back and the appeal would be successful. So,
okay, that's what I want to stop it right there. I want to talk about that really quickly. Now, we already been talking about this on this channel. I told y'all the other day, just as well as Dre and quite a few others that's been up on this panel, and you guys in the chat, we all been discussing this, and I want y'all to know we own the right track here. I told y'all that no matter what happens in this new trial, to me it almost don't matter no more, because they have already set the groundwork, and they have a lot of they have a great chance at getting this conviction, if he's convicted, overturned on appeal, because the state has violated his rights. The rights that they violated against Melly are constitutional rights. Do y'all know that? They ain't just like, you know what I mean, like some bullshit rights. They violated his constitutional rights. You see what I'm saying? And when this thing gets to the appeal court, you hear what he say, the appellate court, that's the appeals court. That's not a jury. That's a bunch of judges that's sitting and gonna look over this case, or as they look over thousands of cases, and they're gonna see if the state did, or the judge or the police or whoever put the case together, and the conviction together, did they do anything that would deem the accused to have another trial or have their conviction overturned. And they overturn convictions all the time, y'all. This is nothing new. I got a bunch of partners. I had one partner called 30 years, right? He called 30 years. You know, us in the streets, they're like, boy, he out of here, he gone. Man, about 3 years later, that nigga was right back on the streets, nigga. Stick that nigga free right now, nigga. That nigga called 30. Then I got another partner, he caught 30. He did about 5 years. Man, nigga, right back on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Now, he ended up getting killed. He ended up getting killed later on. But I'm saying, I got at least 2 partners that I know that caught 30. Both of them caught 30. And it was like, nigga, I had one partner, he dead now too. He caught life. And I'm gonna make a story on him. And I'm gonna show you how he ended up getting out of his. I'm gonna show you how that nigga did some ingenious shit to get out of his life sentence, dog. Like I'm gonna put a video together on him, bro. The stuff that he did in order to get his life sentence overturned, you're going to be amazed. You ain't never heard nothing like this. It made the news and all type of shit. But yeah, Dre. So back to what Bradford Cohen is saying. I want to tell y'all this lawyer right here that's on the TV on the screen right here. This dude ain't no joke right here. Bradford Cohen is an excellent lawyer. He is excellent. Excellent. He was Melly's lead attorney for, he said he gonna say for like 4 months, and then he said Melly wanted to go in another direction, and he was cool with that. But this guy here is excellent as well, and he's, you know, a pundit on law and crime, and he's giving his opinion on what's going on with the case. But Dre, this one is to you. We said that they were setting this up for the appeals, didn't we? Dre.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
We said they were setting this up for appeal, didn't we?
For sure. I mean, you can see the writing on the wall. Like once they violate his rights and they can keep going to trial, that's the very next thing you do is go ahead and set groundwork for your appeal.
Right. That's what all these motions and stuff for. And he said, Bradford Cohen, the guy on the screen, just said, this is what Jamie Benjamin does. He said, Jamie Benjamin, while he trying the case, he's setting little traps. He's setting little traps. He's doing little things so that if it is a conviction, he'll have a great chance of getting the case overturned or a new trial, because they have the choice to do either or when it gets to the appeals court. So now you know that no matter what happens, if it is a conviction, Melly team will be appealing this case. And I told y'all that all murder cases get appealed. I promise y'all that. That shit like that shit like automatic. You know what I'm saying? Even you got to pull a defender. But
it's even now that we think about it even more. If you think about it, that's what the black dude was doing when asking for that mistrial and all the other stuff he was doing, putting it on record.
Exactly, putting it on record. They putting it on record, y'all. So I want everybody to understand. The state may have totally threw this case away, totally fumbled this case. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this too. Even if Melly get convicted, this is not the last we're gonna hear about this case. This case gonna go on for a long time, because you know sometimes it takes years to get appeals through. It takes time now. They got cases in front of them, a lot of cases in front of them. So a lot of times it takes years. So this Melly situation ain't going away no time soon. You know what I'm saying? We might be 5 years down the line, you know what I'm saying, still talking about this case. And I'm not a lawyer or nothing like that. I don't have a criminal justice degree or anything like that. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. From what I done seen, my common sense, what my eyes done seen, I think he have a great chance to get this case overturned on appeal. And I don't see him staying in jail, dog. I don't see him staying in jail, because you got to think, this is the city of Miramar, the police department of Miramar. They're prosecuting him. They got their own interests at hand, right? When this thing get out of their hands and get to the appeals court, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Their only job is to make sure justice was administered fairly, and to see if the person who's been convicted rights have been violated, or do they have grounds to get and to have an appeal. And if they do, they're gonna grant it to them. That's their job. It's a system of checks and balances. It's for situations like this. Say you have a biased state attorney's office or a biased police department, and they're doing things of this nature, Brady violations, railroading people. The appeals court is the next step up to check, to make sure that everything was done on the up and up. And we already know for a fact right here that everything wasn't done on the up and up. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want everybody to know that. Shout out to Dreamer 2023, say, how or what is he gonna get overturned respectively? He hasn't been convicted yet. No, we saying if he get convicted. That's what we saying. We looking ahead. We saying if he get convicted, he has enough of his rights to have been violated with the Brady violations, with Christine Bradley. Well, no, it'll be a second trial, so that wouldn't come into it, because she did what she did in the first trial. But say he would have got convicted in the first trial, those little tricks and shit that Christine was doing by reading Felicia Holmes' statement in front of the jury when the judge told her not to, and then the black dude came up said there and asked for a mistrial, that would have been grounds for the an appeal. You see what I'm saying? They got worse with this one because they got a Brady violation. They done went through a whole trial and then turn over the evidence that could have helped Melly's defense team until after the whole first trial went through. You see what I'm saying? You got a state attorney or a public corruption officer who's the star witness against the state and against Detective Moretti. That's going to hold a lot of weight when you're looking at, when the appeals court looking at it, they're going to say, okay, well, did Melly's rights get violated? Let us see. Okay, who said Melly's rights got violated? Melly's defense team. Well, what proof do they have? Well, we have a sitting public corruption officer, Miss Boutros, who works in the office with the Miramar DA, and she was in the room. She was in the room when Detective Moretti illegally searched and legally searched and obtained and seized Melly's mama's phone. She was there. She was an eyewitness. This ain't no hearsay. She is credible as hell. This is her job to do shit like this. He was just dumb as hell or bold as hell to do it in front of her. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy as hell. That's like robbing a bank in front of the police. Crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly. And Christine Bradley has got on the stand and already perjured herself. That's another thing that's bad.
Exactly.
Because she went up there and lied. She went up there and lied and said that the statements that the other state attorneys put in the evidence were incorrect and were not factual, which they were.
Right. Exactly. So she lied on the stand. You see what I'm saying? And all of that's gonna come in, all that's gonna come into play. Listen, these people, this is what they do. We is regular people and we can see this shit. So can you imagine when a group of judges sitting up there looking at this shit? They're gonna be like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? And he got high power attorneys too. And he got he's a public figure. Like, you know, it's a lot easier to railroad regular everyday citizens. You see what I'm saying? And this is another reason why I assume my opinion is that they're gonna grant his appeal if he's convicted, because you can't have the optics that the justice system is unfair. You can't have that. It is unfair. I know it's unfair. We know it's unfair, but it still has to have the disguise that it is fair. Once we see that it's unfair, we can clearly see it, like the sheet's been snatched off, the cover been snatched back, like Christine Bradley and Moretti have done. Something got to be done by that. They done forced the powers that be hands. That's why I know Christine Bradley ass is out of there. Sooner or later, she's out of there. Moretti too. I bet you in a year's time you hear about Moretti retiring. I bet you hear about him retiring. And I bet you Christine Bradley ass out of there too. Bruce Rivers just said on his video that we went over, he said that if it was him, he would not have no attorney like Christine Bradley, who's committing Brady violations, to be working for him if he was Harold Pryor or the state attorney. Somebody got to fall on the sword. He don't want the shit to get up to him because his ass is in the sling too, because Miss Boutros told him about the events that happened in that room with Moretti and Melly's mama, and he did nothing about it as well. So we all know how this shit go. He gonna save himself and he gonna throw her ass under the bus. The judge done took her off the case. She's off the case. She will be a witness in this new trial. That's crazy. You will have the lead prosecutor, the ex-lead prosecuting attorney on the stand testifying in the trial. And the only reason that is because they did some shit that they ain't supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? And they say this don't happen all the time. Shout out to M. Rose. Dream 2023 say, but the way they fixed his rights being violated was new trial, which they are doing now. It still doesn't. Right. It still doesn't. It still. That means right. It still doesn't cover up the fact that they violated his rights. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is they done messed up their credibility. They listen. What they did was a crime. They really should be facing charges. Think about this. Moretti wrestled the phone out of Melly's mama's hand. That's battery. She had a goddamn sling on her hand. He better be glad he ain't been charged with a felony. You see what I'm saying? So no, they can't just violate your rights and fix them on a new trial. No. Somebody got to answer for that. You get what I'm saying? It's like you can't.
Yeah, because what's awesome is that they violated his rights in the first trial.
Right.
They let the whole first trial go without giving the Brady notice. So you can't undo that by giving it to him now in the second trial. That it doesn't fix it. That's why she got kicked off the case, because that's what the judge did to try to keep the trial going, because he knew by him kicking her off the case, that is the judge admitting, all right, you did something wrong, I got to kick you off this case. That's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, no state attorney is supposed to be kicked off their own case. It's just not supposed to happen like that.
Right. But I see how you thinking about it though, Dreamer. Don't get it twisted. I see how you think about it. But yeah, they can't fix, once they done did it, they done did it. You get what I'm saying? Once your rights violated, they violated. You see what I'm saying? Like, them bitches violated. It ain't no, oh, I'm sorry, take that back. You know what I'm saying? No, your shit violated. We got a problem here. Shout out to Don't Even Worry About It. He say, I'm gonna put y'all comments on the stream. Shout out, Don't Even Worry About It. He say, the big side swipe I see about this is if Melly get forced railroad, will people come out and protest? Possibly. If I'm Melly, I'm trying to motivate. If I'm Melly, I'm trying to get my team to get some people out there protesting, to get some public outrage going. I'm trying to get the fans out there. I'm trying to do what that dude's name was. Was it Kai Sadat when he made that big ride out there in New York? I'm trying to get as many people out there in the streets as I can with picket signs. You can't
celebrity fans and all, celebrity friends and all.
Right. So exactly, celebrity friends. I'm trying to get everybody out there. I'm just saying. Yeah, I think public outrage may play a part in that, but the real deal is they really did violate his rights. Like, he ain't making this up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they did it in front of everybody. And if you got, and anybody can see that they did that. Now, we do think, I do think Melly's guilty, but they made it null and void when they violated his rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Y'all, if I'm the family, I'm mad than the motherfucker at the prosecution team. Because y'all ain't have to do that. Know what I'm saying? Okay, shout out to Slime Like Max. Slime Like Max say it ain't his first time down. It's due first time. It's just the first time he got caught, for sure. Shout out to Cody Lee. Cody Lee say most of the time when you pay a lawyer that kind of money, it's in the contract that they got to do an appeal. I agree. Shout out to Harmony T. Harmony T say, did they not have warrant for Jamie's cell phone? Yes, they had a warrant for Jamie's cell phone, but the way that they served the warrant was illegal. So Moretti is a Miramar homicide detective.
Yeah, police department. Yeah, he worked for Miramar Police Department.
Right.
He don't work for BSC.
Right. He works for the Miramar Police Department, and he needed a Broward County Sheriff's officer to be present once he served that warrant, because he was outside of his jurisdiction. His jurisdiction is within the Miramar city limits. You see what I'm saying? So he was out of his jurisdiction. So all he had to do was wait 5-10 minutes until the BSO officer got there, served the search warrant, and everything would have been fine. But he was speeding, fasting, whatever, being nasty, angry, or whatever. And he jumped the gun, served the warrant without the police present. And then once he served the warrant without the police present, once the police got into the room or whatever, he told the police, hey, if they ask you was you here, say you were here. But he said that and did that in front of the public's corruption officer. And the public corruption officer, Ms. Boutros, who works in the state attorney's office for 20 years with Christine Bradley and them, went immediately and reported that to her superior. She documented it, and she reported everything. To be honest with you, if it wasn't for Ms. Boutros, nobody would know about this. Well, the only people that would know about this would have been the prosecution, because once Ms. Boutros saw that they wasn't doing nothing. They stalled this out for a year. They let Melly go through a whole trial without knowing this. If they would have knew, if Melly, the defense team would have knew this, once Moretti got on that stand, they could have attacked Moretti's credibility because he did an illegal search and seizure. Plus, he tried to get an officer to lie in the front of the public corruption officer. See what I'm saying? So they could have attacked his credibility. It could have helped Melly's defense in the first trial. See what I'm saying? So this is how they violated his rights. Ms. Boutros, she went and told Mr. Benjamin because she saw that the state attorney's office was not turning over the information that Moretti had did this act. See what I'm saying? And she got on the stand and testified to this in open court. You know.
And her boss had to write one of the Brady violations himself. He had to do the report on himself because Bradley didn't want to do it.
Exactly. Shout out to M Rose. All right.
Yeah, the fact that there's multiple Brady violation reports and they're conflicting each other, and she signed 2 of them and didn't want to sign a 3rd one. Just like the judge said, bro, that's too suspicious, bro. Even the judge talked about that. He was like, bro, I just can't sit here and let her be on the case knowing that she has 2 conflicting statements on 2 separate Brady notices. Like,
right.
That's what the judge said. So
right.
And the judge looked like he was pissed when he said that.
Right. And that she will be called as a witness in her own damn case. So he had to take her off the stand, off the case, because she will be a witness, and she's going to be a witness. If I'm Jamie Benjamin, I can't wait to Moretti to get on that goddamn stand. So this case is finna go from the evidence on the phones and whether Melly killed them and Melly said this and that. I'm finna turn this case straight into a public corruption case. The police is crooked. The state attorney's office crooked. That's what I'm finna do if I'm Mr. Benjamin, and that's what I believe he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to T Harmony and shout out to my bad. Hold on. Shout out to T Harmony. T Harmony say, did they violate Melly's rights or Jamie's rights? They violated both of their rights. They violated Jamie's rights because they took her phone and the seizure was illegal. They violated Melly's rights because they did not turn over the information that the lead detective in his case had done an illegal search and seizure and obtained the phone, which was used as evidence against Melly. Also, they did not turn over the evidence that the detective that's the lead detective in Melly's case had lied and had tried to solicit another officer to lie in front of the public corruption DA. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they violated her rights and his rights. Am I right, Drake?
Oh yeah, you're definitely right. And right. I'm gonna go ahead and tell people now, don't be surprised if you see that Melly's team files a motion to get his and her phone records thrown out because of this situation.
Exactly, because it's fruit from the poison tree, like they like to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that was an illegal search and seizure. So by that being an illegal search and seizure, they can get anything with her name in the case thrown out behind this. So look for that to be a motion. I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the 30 motions they filed.
If I'm Melly's attorneys, I'm talking about how that DNA popped up 4 weeks before the trial on the door handle when there was no other none of Melly's DNA was in that car. None of his DNA was in that car at all. But y'all swabbed the door handle 4 weeks. Y'all had 5 years to do all of that. 4 weeks before the trial start, y'all swabbed the door handle and his DNA pop up on the goddamn door handle. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that like Moretti planted it. I'm gonna make it look like Moretti possibly planted bullet shells. All of that. See, this is what happens when they do this shit. When they get caught doing the shit that Moretti got caught doing. Now the defense team can paint you as the worst police officer, the crookedest police officer. What the dude named Denzel Washington in Training Day. They can paint you as that now. You see what I'm saying? It throws the whole case into jeopardy. You see what I'm saying? And Moretti might have not have done none of that, but I'm goddamn sure gonna make it like he did.
And look, the fact that it's gonna come out in court that he did what he did to Melly's mother is gonna make all that evidence look suspicious because that's what they were saying in the first trial. So just imagine how suspicious that's gonna look now, especially once he get on the stand and the juries actually find that out.
Right.
the fact that it took you 5 years to find the DNA out there, like that's gonna look even more suspicious once the jury hears that point. So like that's what a lot of people are not understanding. When the lady who used to be the lead state attorney and your police officer is basically being tried in the same case that they're trying, it never looks well and bodes well for you.
Right. Dream 23.
Marita,
Go ahead, Ashley.
I wanted to ask a question just to ask. Now, do you kind of find it a little bit strange that Melly's mom is not like making a big deal out of him doing that to her arm and everything, but she has immunity? You think that they tried to offer her the immunity and try to like blanket her from making a big deal out of him snatching the phone or whatever?
I'm not sure. That's kind of complex. I like the question though. I know this. I know she has been talking about it. She went on No Jumper and talked about it.
Yeah, I saw that one.
So I don't know if she got a lawsuit brewing. I would.
I think so.
I ain't heard nothing about it, but I would if I was her. Now that the other officer, Miss Bruchos and all of them came out and confirmed this shit. Yeah, I'm finna file me a lawsuit. I'm finna smash the gas. But that kind of ties into what Dream 23 says. 2023 said. He say I don't know if you're here. I'm sorry, Dreamer. But she says because she was trying to delete is why he grabbed it. The state lady said so as well. Right, but you can't grab her phone if your warrant, if you ain't serving the warrant, if what you're doing is illegal. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he had a warrant, but he ain't serving it right. He could have grabbed her phone if that BSO officer in there. You see what I'm saying? But being that
then just because she was deleting it don't mean that they couldn't retrieve it. You see, they can retrieve anything, so he could have waited.
Right, exactly. But what I'm saying is, he could have grabbed that phone if that BSO officer there. But that BSO officer ain't there. That's robbery. You see what I'm saying? What Moretti did is illegal. That is a felony. That is he committed a crime because the search and seizure of the phone was illegal because he didn't have an officer witnessing. That's it. That's all he had to do was have an officer in the room witnessing, a BSO officer, because he was out of his jurisdiction. Now, if he was inside of Miramar city limits, he could have did all that without all of that. You see what I'm saying? Because he's an actual employee of Miramar. That's within his jurisdiction. But outside of his jurisdiction, he has to do it a certain kind of way, which makes that phone, I'm with Dre, that phone should get thrown out and all the evidence that's connected pertaining to that phone. And he should be brought up on charges because that's a felony because the officer was not in the room. And that's battery, theft, robbery, strong arm robbery, all of them is charges. That's what he's facing. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, what's up, Anonymous?
Yo, what's good?
What's good?
Just vibing, just tapping in, listening to what y'all saying. What'd you say?
Yeah. No, I'll just say what's up to you.
Just vibing, man. What's good with you?
Cooling. And Rose say Florida has a different laws. When Annie Dukem did wrong at the state police lab, all the cases was dismissed. Exactly. But it was drugs. This is a double homicide. Moretti should have waited. He messy. Exactly. This is he done jeopardized the cases that he done been involved in the past. And Christine Bradley done jeopardized all the cases that she done helped prosecute as a state attorney because now they have ground. Any of them dudes, if one of them dudes and I'm in jail, either from Moretti being the lead detective or Miss Bradley being my prosecutor, I'm trying to get in front of an appeals court and get my case looked at again to see if they did anything illegal or unconstitutional in my conviction, in my case. I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a reason why the judge didn't allow for the higher ups to be questioned, because if they would have possibly said something wrong, they could have been caught liable and their case could have been overturned too.
Right. It is a can all this stuff help Cortland? Good question. I'm gonna let you have that one there, Dre.
Oh yeah, it do. Anything that helps Melly helps Portland too, because if the lead prosecutor, they got to throw his case away. I mean, it makes their case against Portland weaker. I mean, they still had evidence of him coming to the hospital and all that stuff with him, but I mean, they also said basically that he couldn't have been a shooter. So I mean, that's going to help him out a lot because they might not be able to get him for like first degree murder and all that. It might be able to get him for accessory or being an accomplice to it, but first degree murder charges, I don't without getting Melly, I don't know if they can get Portland, especially with the stuff they got going on in this case.
I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to figure out in my mind because that's a good question, Eddie. That's why you my little Memphis thing. You're my little Memphis, yeah. Hey, that's why in my mind I'm trying to process how could they convict Portland on even on accessory if Melly murder conviction gets thrown out or he beats the charge or he beats it on appeal because what am I accessory to? How can you prove that it's murder, that I'm accessory to murder if you don't got nobody who murdered them? You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure that out in my mind. Y'all maybe can help me out. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I'm just trying to think how could they do that? Because you don't have a murderer. So how could I be an accessory to murder? What y'all think?
Now I feel that for sure. And this just came in my head. You think how Christine Bradley got kicked off Melly case? You think she's gonna be kicked off of Borland's too, being that she the lead prosecutor for Borland as well, or she good in that case?
I wouldn't be surprised if she don't if you don't see her doing any cases for a while because I mean she gonna have to fall on what a lot of people don't understand. She gonna have to fall on the sword for this.
Yes,
because the higher ups gonna have to throw her under the bus to say they themselves.
Save the whole DA's office.
She not gonna be. She might listen to the behind this.
Yeah. Because if they allow her to keep trying cases, everything she touched gonna have this stain on it that it may be some rights violations going on. I don't. There's no way I see her keeping her job, dog. I don't see it. She gonna get a little severance package, and her ass is out of here, in my opinion.
Yeah, the thing that's gonna hurt her is if they able to ask certain questions like the defense want to ask, like, did your higher ups tell you to, like, they ask her, did your higher ups tell you to put in a Brady notice? If she says no, she's throwing her higher ups under the bus. If she says yes, she's throwing herself under the bus. Either way is it's gonna look bad for the state because at Brady notices that he needed and didn't give it to him.
Right.
You
go ahead.
Disobeyed, or you disobeyed the direct order and didn't do it. Either way, it looks bad.
Right.
She gonna have to plead the fifth, y'all. She gonna have to plead the fifth.
I see what you say. I'm trying to see. You say if they don't bring in Jamie's phone stuff. What you mean? I don't understand what you mean. Dream of 2023. Good questions though. That was a damn good question too, anonymous one.
Appreciate it. But no, that just came to my mind. Part of me feel like she might not get kicked off the Borland case though, but it's possible.
Hold on. Dream say y'all even haven't read the documents. What documents are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying. Shout out Slick Puller, my main man Puller talk real slick. All right, we're gonna play the video a little bit more.
He's a very smart lawyer. He's an aggressive lawyer. I think that he's the right lawyer for this case. I was on this case very early on. The first maybe 4 to 6 months of this case, I was the lead attorney on the Melly case. Melly wanted to go in a different direction, which I never ever question, clients that want different attorneys. But Jamie and I have a very similar type of way of doing a case, and that is, we're not there to make friends. We're there to try the case, put the state on their heels, and make sure that they can prove the case against your client.
We want to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this video. Now, before
Damn,
you say,
Morgan
oh,
& Morgan.
great, another law firm ad. First of all, how dare you speak that way of Morgan & Morgan? And second of all, you don't know
Talking to me.
board staff. I can't even get anyone here to get me a coffee, a tea, a soda. And let me tell you, I get
for bail after the mistrial. His attorneys had asked Judge Murphy to release him since he's been in jail since 2019 and he has not been convicted of these murders. That's a long time to be sitting in jail. COVID, of course, was...
Hold on. Hey, I want to say that Dream 2023 say you can't delete it either. Yes, you can. You can delete what you want to delete on your phone if they don't have the right to get your phone. What part of this ain't you understanding? All he had to do is wait till the officer get in the room, and then he could have grabbed her phone. At that point, she couldn't delete shit or none of that shit. But being that the warrant, the whole process was illegal, she had the right to do whatever she wanted to do with her phone until the process became legal. And what would have made the process legal is if it would have been a Broward County Sheriff's officer right there in the room. It was a sheriff in the building. He just didn't wait till the sheriff got into the room. So she can delete what she want to delete. That is her phone still. He does not have the right at that time to take her phone from her. He don't got the right to tell her to do nothing with her phone until he get that sheriff's officer in that goddamn room with him. Simple. Simple. She could have threw the goddamn phone out the window if she wanted to before that sheriff's officer got in there. Once that sheriff's officer got in there, then that made that warrant legal then. It was legal then. But before then, she could do whatever she want to do. Now, she didn't know. Now I will say this. She didn't know that the way he was doing the warrant was legal. She didn't know that. But he bailed her out by illegally searching and seizuring the phone. He bailed her out by not doing the process the right way. You see what I'm saying? He fucked it up. They fucked it up. If he would have waited till that police got in that room, everything he did would have been legit. Then she would have been at fault. However, maybe not even at fault, but she, then would have been like, she was deleting shit. But he didn't do it the right way.
And also remember, Boutros told her lawyer that same day before she left. Remember, she said she talked to her lawyer before she left, and told him, I'm saying, how that was supposed to go. Boutros said that on her own mouth.
Right.
Because she said she wouldn't apologize, bro. She wouldn't apologize to them, bro.
Say it again. Say it again, Dre.
I said her exact words was she went in there and apologized to them and told them it wasn't supposed to go like that.
Right. So we just trying to break it down. Listen, we just trying to break it down the way to the facts. We ain't make up that he did it illegally. You know who told us? The public corruption officer, Miss Boutros, of 20 years, who was sitting in the room. The law told us he did it illegally because it's a way that this is supposed to happen. This is why you having these little hearings about the Brady violations and all that. They created this situation. The reason why they even having this is because they did it the wrong way. They didn't do it how it should have been done. So we're not making this up. This is what's happening. This is fact. And again, I'm somebody that's for the victims, but I got to tell it straight. It's people on this channel that's pro Melly. It's people on this channel that's pro Sack Chase and Juvie. We got to call it straight. That's all I'm saying, and that's what we do.
Pertaining to the death penalty associated with this case. Melly's attorneys had argued that he surrendered voluntarily when he was charged with the murders, and they pointed out that his co-defendant, Cortland Henry, was out on bail. But Judge Murphy ruled Melly will stay put and he will remain held without bail, saying the proof of guilt is evident. This is, of course, a double homicide case, so a judge granting any type of bail other than a very high amount would be unlikely. Now, in between the mistrial and the retrial, Melly got into more legal trouble. Prosecutors charged Melly with witness tampering. Court documents state that Detective Danny Polo, you'll remember him from the first trial, he had that mask.
Hey, boy, I just blocked my first person in a long time, boy. Your ass is out of here. 2023. You call us ignorant. We're not ignorant. You are ignorant because in the face of the facts, in the face of the truth, you still is denying it because you feel away. That is ignorance. We telling you what the facts are. We're not telling you what we want, what we think. We telling you what the facts are. We might be filling in with our opinions and shit, but the basics of the facts that they violate the man's rights and that he didn't do the right thing by gathering that damn phone. He did it illegally. So what you talking about is crazy. You the type of person to sit there and let the police violate your rights. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, man. You could be down hard guilty if they violate your rights in the way. Okay, put it this way. OJ, in my opinion, was guilty as hell. I think all of us, well, I ain't gonna say all of us, I think a lot of people felt like OJ was guilty. Johnny Cochran successfully painted Mark Fuhrman as a racist and successfully planted in the jury mind that he possibly could have planted evidence around that scene. I remember with some blood evidence and shit like that he was saying that wasn't there at first when they took pictures and they came back and saw little drops of blood here and drops of blood there after the police had been on the scene. He successfully painted that picture and OJ got a not guilty verdict. You see what I'm saying? Now that don't directly correlate to this Melly case, but I'm saying if you violate somebody's rights, you could be guilty as hell. You could beat that case. You know what I'm saying? You could beat that case. That's the thing. The good guys or the supposed quote unquote good guys supposed to try to achieve justice the right way. They have a set of protocol that they have to follow. They can't just distribute justice how they see fit because whoever the founding fathers or whoever you know what I'm talking about, came up with the judicial system, the government in the United States of America realized that people would be corrupt in this system. And in order to stop the corruption, they got a system of checks and balances. And the Brady violation, the Brady situation is one of them. And we see they committed a Brady violation. They committed it. This is fact.
Yeah, Marita and I.
Go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I think people get you misconstrued because what you're saying is you're just talking about how they violated his rights and he's gonna get off of that. You're not saying he's innocent because I believe all of us up here can agree that we all think that he's guilty. Like,
right,
wrong?
Right.
So I think that's what people got to understand. You're not saying that he's innocent, but what you're saying is the reason that they're violating his rights, that could be a major reason why he comes home and beats it, which it is. Exactly. Over a technicality. It's sad but that's just the justice system that we live in.
Exactly. Yeah, I just didn't like how they called us ignorant. I don't mind the debating because they had some. It seemed like they wanted some clarity on certain things. Now, once we get to that clarity, once we explain to them what happened factually, then you know what I'm saying. It's up to them to accept it or not. But don't lash out and go to calling us names because because we stated the facts and you don't want to accept the facts. You see what I'm saying? You could have kept that to yourself and just kept on shooting questions out there, but don't call us ignorant. Nobody called them names or nothing like that. That motherfucker said y'all ignorant. You feel what I'm saying? Get your ass on up out of here. I never seen you. I never seen you in here before anyway. It's always the newcomers that come in here that don't know how to act. But it was cool though.
Investigates gangs. Polo was listening to James Howard's jail calls from the Broward County Jail, where Melly is housed. Prosecutors say Polo heard Howard talking about passing messages from Melly. Then prosecutors said they heard Terrence Mathis's jail calls and that Mathis was talking to YNW Bortland about keeping Melly's ex-girlfriend Mariah Hamilton from showing up to court to testify. So did y'all hear that?
This is how they get to tampering with witnesses, y'all. So we got some clarity on that. Shout out to Law and Crime. Detective Polo was listening to one of the inmates' phone calls. Not so they ain't only just listening to Melly's phone calls. These people done got smart. They listened to the other inmates in that dorm as well to see if any of this cross communication is going on. And it was. And he said he heard Melly. I'm gonna back it up for y'all. Detective Polo say he heard Melly. Let me let them say it, and then we'll stop it.
Court documents state that Detective Danny Polo, you'll remember him from the first trial, he had that mask on for part of his testimony because he investigates gangs. Polo was listening to James Howard's jail calls from the Broward County Jail, where Melly is housed. Prosecutors say Polo heard Howard talking about passing messages from Melly. Then prosecutors said they heard Terrence Mathis's jail calls, and that Mathis was talking to YNW Portland, including Melly's ex-girlfriend, Mariah Hamilton, going up to court to testify. So not
So they got the first guy, Howard.
My wallet took everything out my pockets. I was in no rush.
We got to mute
I
up,
didn't need to do nothing.
mute up anonymous. I'm
Crazy
gonna
wallet.
mute him up. So they got Detective Danny Polo, the police with the mask on that testified in the first trial. He was listening to the dude Howard's calls, and he heard the dude talking about on his phone calls how he was passing messages for Melly. Then they also was listening to Terrence Mathis's phone calls, and they heard Mathis talking to Bortland. See what I'm saying? So this is how they got the tampering with witnesses. Y'all see that now? So it ain't just the DMs and all of that like we thought before, because that's what they came. That's what academic posting. We went over it with the DM. We thought it was DMs, but no, they got the audio from these guys' jail phone calls. Y'all see that, right? Okay.
And before you started up back, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them dudes is Bloods, bro. That might be something else they try to use against in the trial too.
I agree with that. I was thinking about the same thing too, Dre. I believe that's how why Danny Polo was listening to their phone calls, because they were Blood members, and he's a gang police officer, whatever the fuck you want to call it, gang unit police officer. So I agree. I thought about that in my mind. I was like, well, why is Danny Polo listening to these guys' conversations? And I'm thinking Danny Polo listened to those guys' conversations because they are Blood gang members. I don't have no proof of that, but I tend to lean that way as well.
Well, they already said one of them is a Blood member. I don't know which one it is, but you remember they already said one of them is.
Okay, 10-4.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the other one is too. That's probably why they, listen to his phone call, because they're like, yo, they Bloods in the same pot as him. So let's listen to all the Bloods calls, not just his.
Right, 10-4.
So was Bortland. The witness tampering charges mean that Bortland, who had been free on bail, is now being held in jail without bail, just like Melly. His trial is now scheduled to begin in January. So why would Melly or Bortland not want Mariah Hamilton to testify? Prosecutors say she has crucial information to provide about the night Sack and Juvie were murdered. In fact, her mother, Felicia Holmes, had told Bortland on Instagram a couple of years ago that Melly confessed to the murders to Mariah. So prosecutors are asking Judge Murphy to allow them to tell the jury about Mariah Hamilton's statement to police in 2019. In that statement, Mariah told lead detective Mark Moretti that Melly FaceTimed her after the murders and said that Sack and Juvie were killed in a drive-by shooting. A warrant was out.
Okay. Let's break that down. Now, we saw her on Law and Crime say, see how people get caught in their motherfucking lies? This is why I did this live, because I wanted to break all this down so we could kind of all be on the same page going forward. So on Law and Crime, remember they asked her, how did she find out about Sack and Juvie's murder or whatever? And her lawyer stopped her and her lawyer then jumped in and said that she heard that first from the police. We know that's a lie. How we know that's a lie is because she made a statement to the police prior to that saying that Melly told her on FaceTime. See what I'm saying? So let's go back real quick here. Let's go back because I want to make sure that everybody heard that.
And her lawyers are smart, bro. Like a lot of people not talk about that part. About that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, her lawyers are smart because now there's no point in them trying to call her to a witness. Like when she did that interview, that's the reason why they don't want to call her as a witness no more. Because by her doing that interview and basically letting it be known, like, yeah, I don't know nothing. They just wanted me. Like she basically said they tried to force her to say something. So now they can't use her because all the defense got to do is bring up that interview that she did to the public. Her doing it on the internet and making it public like that means that it can become a part of the trial because it's public record.
And she will have conflicting statements.
Exactly. So she's no longer credible no more.
Right.
So her lawyers did something smart for her to get basically. That's probably why the warrant ain't up there no more because they can't use her no more. Really, even if she does come in there and say whatever she say, just by her making statements alone, it makes a statement uncredible.
Right. I still had that one on her ass because you ain't come to court, bitch. You still going to jail. You still going to jail. Bitch.
I still would have played hard. You ain't the only one.
You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit worked when I was in court.
You had eat 3-color bologna sandwich at least about twice messing with me.
For real. With that little mustard pack. Look, they ain't shit. We in jail. They put the mustard pack in the sandwich. The mustard pack be on top of the bologna in between the goddamn bread. Them bitches ain't about shit, boy. Them bitches ain't about shit. All right.
Melly confessed to the murders to Mariah. So prosecutors are asking Judge Murphy to allow them to tell the jury about Mariah Hamilton's statement to police in 2019. In that statement, Mariah told lead detective Mark Moretti that Melly FaceTimed her after the murders and said that Sack and Juvie were killed in a drive-by shooting. A warrant was out for Mariah's arrest during the first trial. She appeared on Sidebar recently.
Because I was his girlfriend at the time. So they thought that I knew more than what I was telling them that I knew, which I didn't. So they were just harassing me being that I was his ex-girlfriend or girlfriend at the time.
And if you watched the first trial, you probably remember Mariah Hamilton's mother, Felicia Holmes. She was probably the most memorable witness of the trial. Prosecutor Christine Bradley treated her as a hostile witness.
Good morning, Ms. Holmes.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Not good.
Are you cold?
No, I'm just, I don't feel comfortable.
Are you nervous?
I feel threatened.
Well, now prosecutors say Holmes is refusing to testify in the retrial, so they want to use her testimony from the first trial in this second trial. That is allowed sometimes when a judge determines that a witness is unavailable. And Felicia Holmes hopped in on the interview of her daughter on Sidebar. Take a look.
A lot of anger with me because of everything me and my daughter have been through, what Christine Bradley's tried to put us through. I felt like we're getting persecuted more than the defendants.
Now, there are two reasons why Felicia Holmes's and Mariah Hamilton's testimony is so important to the state. First, it destroys the claim by Melly's defense that he wasn't in the Jeep when Sack and Juvie were shot. Mariah Hamilton told police in 2019 that her boyfriend Melly FaceTimed her, as I mentioned, in the early morning hours of October 26th, and that he appeared to be hiding, and that he claimed that they had been shot at in a drive-by shooting. According to a motion filed by prosecutors, Jamie King paid Mariah Hamilton $1,620 for her vehicle. Finally, one of the biggest developments in the case, Judge Murphy removed lead prosecutor Christine Bradley from the case. This came after the defense said she's a possible witness to possible misconduct by lead detective Mark Moretti. The defense said Moretti seized the cell phone that belonged to Melly's mom, Jamie King, at the prosecutor's office, and that he wasn't in his jurisdiction, and this exchange happened.
Mr. Trackman and Ms. King leave.
They leave the room.
What happens?
Once they leave the room, Deputy Gorell, who I didn't know his name,
he came into the room, and Detective Moretti looked at him and said, "You need to." Deputy Moretti said Detective Moretti said to Deputy Morell, "You need to say you were here when I served that search warrant." And it was kind of like an awkward moment. Someone described it just kind of getting punched twice in the head. So there's a search warrant that gets served, and I'm like, what's going on? And then the next thing, he's asking this deputy to lie for him. And again, I'm like this is like, I'm in the twilight, so I'm like, this can't really be happening. Deputy Gorell didn't say anything of any substance. I think he said, "Is there anything I'm needed for anymore?" or something like that. I don't remember if he said anything at all. It was just a very awkward moment after Detective Moretti said that to him.
And you specifically remember what was said?
I vividly remember what was said, yes.
So after that was said and after Gorell leaves, do you say anything to Moretti?
No, I don't say anything to Moretti. I leave the room. I'm done with the statement. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done investigating this case.
Why?
Because I don't work with detectives that solicit lies.
Okay. What did you do then?
I reported it immediately on that day.
The defense says this is what's called a Brady violation. Prosecutors are required to turn over information to the defense that may help a person who is charged with a crime. That's called Brady material. Melly's defense questioned Christine Bradley about this so-called joke that was disclosed to the defense about Moretti asking a deputy to say he was in the room when he seized the cell phone.
When you spoke to Detective Moretti, and we were talking about the conversation that you actually finally had with him prior to the first trial.
Yes.
Did you let him know that there were allegations made by Ms. Boutros and what they were?
Yes, because I asked him if there was any validity to it.
Excuse me, say that again.
I asked him if there was any validity,
Okay.
and that was his response.
And his response to what you just told us now.
That's correct.
Okay. Did you speak to Ms. Boutros about it?
No.
But based upon Detective Moretti's representation to you.
Hold on. Let me slow this dude down. David Benson, I did not say the founding fathers made the Brady Rule. I'm not no fucking idiot. The Brady Rule is named the Brady Rule because of, I'm assuming, a person that this happened to. And then this became case law and they made it into law. I'm saying the founding fathers created the judicial system, the government, with a system of checks and balances to keep corruption from happening in it. That's what I was saying. If you play this video back, it is nowhere in this video where I said that the founding fathers created the Brady Rule. Nowhere I said that. I know how you could assume that I said that because of what I said, but that's not what I said. I know how to say exactly what I mean. You insinuating that I said that, but I can see how you could make that assumption, so I'm gonna let you live. But that's not what I said. What I was trying to convey to you is when they created the judicial system, the founding fathers, when they created the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and all of this type of shit they created a system of checks and balances in there because they knew that men would if they didn't have them in there, men would use this power and they would be corrupt. So so the Brady violation it came up because this type of shit was happening. You was having, not George Washington did it, motherfucker. I'm not saying George Washington did it. I'm saying that whenever this Brady violation, this Brady rule came into law, it was because people were having their rights violated this way. The state was having evidence that could exonerate or could be used to exonerate the defendant, and they wasn't turning it over to the defendant or the defendant's defense team.
It's the Brady Rule is from a case from Brady versus Maryland in the Supreme Court from 1963.
Bam, exactly. So they put that in there to stop this from happening. That's what I'm saying, David Benson. Thank you. You can live though, because I can see how you could feel that way, but that's not what I said.
You decided not to file Brady notice.
based on Detective Moretti's statement, Deputy Gorell's report that also denied any such thing as had.
Their reports don't jive them. Doesn't Detective Moretti say it was a joke and Deputy Gorell say it didn't occur?
All right, this how I do this, Mr. Benson. I know what I said, and I know I didn't say the founding fathers created the Brady Rule. I know that, but this is what we're gonna do. This how we gonna squash this.
Yeah, you ain't got to go all the way back, bro. We know you ain't say that, bro. Come on.
I know, but
we know you ain't say that.
I know, but I'm
They gotta be trolling you, bro.
Right, I know, but I'm finna kill him right here. What we just last said is what we meant. That's how we'll do that. So what I just last said is what I meant. So maybe you got misconstrued or lost in translation. But what I meant to say, or what I just said last is what I meant. So that's it. Period. We just cleared that up.
Deputy Gorell says he was told he was not needed in his report. Detective Moretti doesn't mention anything about BSO assisting.
So you decided not to send out a Brady notice, disregarding what a fellow prosecutor said that she heard, and took the word of the deputies. Okay.
Now, the defense clearly did not want Christine Bradley on this case anymore, and Judge Murphy removed her since she could be called as a witness to question Moretti's tactics. Judge Murphy stopped short of saying Bradley did something wrong. I asked Melly's former attorney about the judge taking this step of removing Bradley.
You know, it is an extreme measure that isn't taken in a lot of cases. I probably have thought of, and I was thinking of it the other day, I might know one other case where a lead prosecutor was taking up the case, and that was for a similar issue of misconduct, alleged misconduct. But the judge decided to take her off because she could be a witness, and that witness, and what she would testify to essentially, is that Detective Moretti was not forthcoming in a discussion that he had with another BSO, well, a BSO detective, he's from Miramar, but a BSO detective about whether or not he was present in a room when he was serving a warrant on Jamie King, which is Melly's mom. And, you know, really, it's one of those cases where the cover-up is worse than the crime. You know, the cover-up here was several issues. And when something like this comes up, there's a thing called a Brady notice. And that Brady notice is essentially a notice putting the defense on notice that a issue arose where there might be either one of the witnesses, they have a problem with a case, they have a problem with their veracity for truthfulness that they have to disclose, or there's some exculpatory material that they have to disclose that they haven't disclosed previously. In this case, there were 3 separate Brady notices that went out. First Brady notice from the lead prosecutor, Ms. Bradley, that described a scenario about how Moretti might have asked a detective from BSO a question that to implicate his veracity for truthfulness. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. Then a second notice went out correcting the first notice, and then a third notice went out correcting the second notice, saying the first notice was correct. It's just unbelievable. It really is. You know what the problem is? It speaks very poorly about the Broward State Attorney's Office, that the control over these type of cases is really lackadaisical in this type of scenario. So I think it's a really bad sign for the state. I think that a new prosecutor is going to have to get up to speed fairly quickly on this case, and it's a difficult case to put together to begin with. And now a brand new prosecutor is going to be coming on. I think that's a very tough job for the new prosecutor.
Alexander.
Do you hear what he said? I heard. See, I listened very well. He said this is a case where the cover up is worse than the crime. He talked about the Brady violation. Did you hear what he said? He said the cover up is worse than the crime. Did you hear he say it was a crime? It was a crime. The reason why it was a crime, that's what I told y'all. He could possibly get charges: theft, strong arm robbery, battery, because she had her finger bent back and she had to go to the hospital. She said she tore some ligaments or some shit. I don't know. But battery, theft of the phone. You took the phone illegally. That's theft. A police can't take your phone illegally, and that be theft if they don't do it legally. Strong arm robbery. You took her phone by force with no gun, but you took it. All he had to do was wait till the BSO officer was present, and none of that, and everything would have been legal. But did you hear him say it was a crime? And he said he said it was a cover-up. You see what I'm saying? This is what we witnessed. This is what we witnessed. This is nothing we making up. This is what we witnessed. Here that everybody could see clearly what happened. I guess it's the new prosecutor right here. She's a looker. Okay then.
Buckaloo will now lead the prosecution team. Buckaloo was also part of the team that prosecuted Michael Boatwright and others for the murder of XXX and Tashione earlier this year.
Hold on. Shout out to Buckaloo. Boy, I'm finna, you know me up. I'm finna what's the name her? Hey man.
Dude, are you kind of slow?
He got to be. Listen, we ain't gonna insult him real. We're not gonna insult him. We're gonna refrain. I got him. Ashley, let me get it. He said, David said she is a state employee. You can't charge her with the felony. The judge even
Are
said,
you?
hold on. I got him, Ashley. I got him. I wasn't talking about Miss Bradley. Miss Bradley was not even in the room, Mr. Benson. I'm talking about Detective Moretti. Detective Moretti is the one that illegally searched and seized and took the phone. I'm talking about Moretti. I'm not talking about Miss Bradley. Miss Bradley wasn't even there. Moretti is the one that took the phone illegally. Moretti is the one that allegedly bent Miss Jamie King's finger back to where she had some sort of physical damage to her hand. And Moretti is the one who illegally obtained the phone. So he can be charged. Police get charged all the time. I have a police buddy that was charged with a crime. So I don't know what you're talking about. You said she. Are you listening? We're not talking nowhere near about Miss Bradley. We talking about
all she can do is be disbarred. That's all she can do is be disbarred. Lose a legal license. We ain't never say she was gonna be charged with a felony.
This man say same with the detective. All right, I'm finna get rid of you because you tripping. You out of here, cuz.
Bro,
like we don't.
Didn't that detective just get found guilty? Didn't the detective just got found guilty of a felony not too long ago? About a week or two ago?
Man, we just had 50 police from Broward County Sheriff's Office get arrested on goddamn PPP loan fraud. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how many of them it was. Went about 50 on this head.
Didn't the police officer that killed George Floyd, didn't he get charged with a felony?
Exactly. That's why I just blocked him. I just wiped his nose because he ain't got good goddamn sense. Damn him. All right, let's keep going. Oh, listen, but they say this lady, Miss Bookaloo, you know me. Ooh, they done fucked up and let me know she got an old fun ass name. I'm finna smoking on Pookaloo. I'm finna hit a Gucci man on her ass. Smoking on Pookilo.
Say her name Boogaloo.
Boogaloo, some shit, Boogaloo. Hey, look. We'll go back to Boogaloo. Hey, but they say she the one who prosecuted the XXX case. I didn't watch XXX case, y'all. I thought they said it was a black lady.
She was like the assistant to the lead prosecutor.
Okay.
I remember seeing.
We finna go back, Miss Bookie Luke. We finna go because Miss Bookie Luke look all right here, boy.
Alexandra Buckaloo will now lead the prosecution team. Buckaloo was also part of the team that prosecuted Michael Boatwright and others for the murder of XXX in Tachione earlier this year. Jury selection begins Wednesday morning. Are you looking for another true crime podcast? Well, if you haven't already, check out one of the best there is. That's the True Crime Garage podcast. True Crime Garage is your next.
Hey, y'all, what's up with all them Illuminati signs they got up there? What's up with you? What's up with true crime with all them Illuminati signs up there, dog? And the motherfucking hieroglyphics.
Hey, they let you know what team they on, bro. They let you know the team.
For real. For real. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. What's up, Aaron's Way? Yo, shout out this Aaron's Way. Aaron.
Ooh, what's good, bro?
What's good, bro? What's good?
My fault. I stepped away from the phone and shit. Nah, I was just finna go in on that dumb nigga in the comments. Talk about.
Hold on for a second. I want to say this real quick, and I'm gonna let you get back in. Hey, Ashley, you know what I just thought about?
What?
Boy, you sure ain't got them ragged ass headphones you used to have no more. You remember you used to be
I moved to a new location. I moved my whole. See, man, leave me alone.
Hey, I thought about that. Hey, boy, my dog Ashley told this bitch, boy, you see all kind of cans rattling in the background. I thought she was listening to us with some aluminum foil on or something.
I moved all the way across Dallas to another location.
I'm glad, boy. I said, well, my dog got her goddamn shit together, boy. I thought about that.
I'm ready to go at them.
What's up, Silk?
Shit, nothing. Long day of hustling. Now I'm chilling. I just saw you alive. You know, I had to tap in real quick.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, Aaron, go ahead. Tell me go ahead. Say what you're gonna say. My bad, bro.
Oh, bro, never mind. You already wiped that nigga nose, so it don't even matter.
Yeah. I got me 2 bodies tonight, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Listen,
What happened? What I missed, man? Damn, I always miss the good shit.
Bro, just some ignorant ass nigga in the comments saying dumb shit. That's all.
Hey, but that lets you know we got some motion back, y'all, because you know it had been a long time. We had not wiped nobody noses. We got 2 of them in one night.
I'm telling you. What I tell you, I bring them out.
Right, bring them out.
But nah, man, like I ain't mean to interrupt the show and shit. But
no, I get it all. No, we at the part of the show where we gonna just sit up here and converse.
Yeah, bro. I also what do you think they gonna go from here, Marita? As far as Moretti, I mean, he can't be on the case. Have they even came up with that solution yet? Is he still gonna be on the case, or are they gonna use him as because they could call him to the stand and the defense could call him to the stand and cross-examine. So is he still gonna be are they still using this nigga's evidence on the case and everything?
I think they still gonna have him involved in the case. That's what it looking like. I ain't heard nothing about them getting him thrown off the case.
Damn, somebody phone wild out.
Hey, you got an echo, bro.
He got my old phone.
Damn.
Right.
He got your old phone.
Right.
Fuck. But yeah, I ain't heard nothing about him.
They still gonna use him.
That's crazy.
Bro. They still gonna use him because remember the defense attorney was saying, so if he gets up there and basically admits that he committed a felony, I guess the state just wants us to basically just come to that road when we come to it. So they basically was already insinuating what y'all gonna do.
So the state don't even know how they finna take this L. They just damn.
I wonder if they can use this statement without calling them back in, like the same thing they're trying to do with Mariah Mama. So and Mariah. So it's gonna be curious to see if the judge let them do that.
I'm sure they can do that. I'm sure that they can. Shit.
Okay, so with them doing that's kind of like them slick trying to keep him from being cross-examined, ain't them?
Yo, that's exactly what they doing.
Man, these motherfuckers, they gonna do whatever it take to make sure that this case go to court and that it go through this time. Like it's one of those situations where it's fucked up because they kind of violate. Well, they ain't kind of, they violating the people's rights But they look at it like this nigga guilty. So they anything they could do with any leverage, they go use it.
Yeah. And now we get to see, for those who ain't actually been in there fighting for their freedom, we get to see the power that the goddamn courts and shit have and the police and shit have. If they want your ass, they'll listen, goddamn, and you ain't got no money to get this competent legal representation, boy, you almost for surely is done.
Yeah, a lot of niggas don't know what it feels like to basically get kidnapped and thrown in a motherfucking cell and like, oh nigga, yeah, this your crib for like, for however many years. And nigga, the only way that you could get help is with some money. And if you ain't got nothing, a lot of people don't really know how that shit feel, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit is real.
I feel for the innocent people. For the wicked, I don't got no sympathy for the wicked though, for sure. I mean, I understand the game go how it go. I don't wish nothing on nobody, but fucked up people who do fucked up stuff, like I don't care what happened to you.
Yeah, okay. So I'm kind of with you with that too. Silk. The only thing about it is, I kind of feel okay. So when this shit happened like this, that's who I think about. I think about the innocent motherfuckers. Do I care? Do I want Melly to get the family to get justice and shit like that? Yes. But I look at it like, God damn, what if that's an innocent motherfucker sitting in that chair? You know what I'm saying? Like, God, it's not him per se, but I'm saying, like, say if that was an innocent person sitting in that chair and they was doing that shit to them. That's what I be thinking about.
But see, this is the thing. You could be innocent of what they accusing you of and still be a fucked up person at the same time.
Yeah, but I don't think. But they held to a higher standard, or supposed to be.
Exactly, they supposed to be.
Right. Quote air quotations. We know what's really. This is the real deal. What we watching here, y'all. How this shit go down? This is what really goes down in courtrooms all across America. But it just be behind closed doors. We just get a chance to see the dirty the underbelly, the truth of what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's another unfair advantage that the state actually is going to be able to use, because what people don't understand is if they would have brought this up in the first trial and he wouldn't testify, they wouldn't be able to use the statements at all. But because he already testified, they can use the statements in this trial. So
man, they would have brought that shit up in the first trial, it would have got thrown out. That's the thing. See, all of this the shit that's getting discovered that they wasn't supposed to do, they can't throw out the case because the first trial was completed without it, and it was a mistrial. So if it would have happened the first time, they probably would have threw that shit out without prejudice.
Yeah, if you think about it, let's remember back to the first trial. Do you remember how it was like a lot of times where we felt like the state really wasn't putting the pieces together, painting the picture correctly? It was like a lot. A lot of times we came away from watching those days in court thinking Melly's attorneys had won that day. Now, can you imagine this new trial with this Brady violation shit involved in it? If they do throw out Jamie King's phone, you got the mama saying she don't even want to testify. The girlfriend mama, she refusing to testify in the new trial. Y'all know that, right? They just said that on this video. She's refusing to even testify. You got the daughter not gonna testify. You got Moretti as a crooked cop. They ain't got nothing to lean on but the forensics. That's it.
But then it's up to the jury discernment. Like just like we got common sense, they gonna listen to that shit and go have common sense. They gonna be like, yeah, they did fuck over them with that. It's just like this. If somebody violate a child predator, we can acknowledge they violate them, but we don't give a fuck.
This is true. And listen, that's why they say most of the cases are won in jury selection. So if they can select the right jurors to that they feel like gonna lean favorable either way, yeah, for sure. That's just like exactly like how your example with the child predators. If I'm on the jury and I know this guy's a child predator, I don't give a fuck what evidence they got against him. I'm guilty. That's just like I done seen some cases where I done seen some people kill people, but like say somebody was raping somebody's daughter, or a lady's daughter was getting raped by her boyfriend, and she walked in and caught him on top of her daughter and she killed him. I done seen them cases where them people, that shit get thrown out. Them people don't even get convicted. They don't get like probation or some shit. That's because the jury be sympathetic to the situation and be like, man, them people ain't do nothing wrong. That happens, that happens in court too.
Violators get violated, bro. We don't care how you violate a violator. Like that's at the end of the day.
Right. So you think, so what you're saying is, so you think that you saying that depending on how the jury feel, they may overlook some of this stuff because they feel like he's guilty. That may happen.
No, they will, because we will. I mean, it's like it's just like when a motherfucker confessed to doing something wrong to lighten everything else that they did. It's like, now I might have kissed that bitch, but I ain't fuck her. You see what I'm saying? But you kissed the bitch, and that's all I need to know.
I ain't gonna count.
I
ain't gonna count. I don't want to cut you off though. I can't say I would. I can't say. I'm on the fence. In the first trial, yeah. In the first trial, if no matter, I would have probably, if I was on the jury, I probably would say yeah. But with this one, I'm torn. I'm torn because I'm a former criminal. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. It's a lot of close calls we done had in life. It's a lot of times we done got deals for shit like shit. My lawyer got me a deal. I was happy as hell, but I knew I was guilty at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like even if my lawyer didn't work out nothing and I had to take my lick, it's about knowing that you doing what you're doing. A lot of people are innocent, but are you innocent in the regards that you did everything not to put yourself in that situation?
Mm-hmm. Let's take a poll.
Most people don't.
Let's take a poll. Anonymous. My boy, I don't know what's going on now.
He anonymous. That's what's going on.
Hey, all right.
Shit, wait, my bad. What happened?
All right, anonymous. Knowing what you know about this case, knowing that you know that they violated his rights, and knowing what you know that the evidence they got against Melly, would you still convict him even though they violated his rights? If you was on the jury?
Damn right, because it's like I get they violated his rights, you feel me? But the way I look at it, bro, I'm a loyal person to my friends and relationships, any type of relationship. So I think that's the most foulest thing you can do. So forget your rights being violated. You violated somebody's life.
Okay, I got you. Cool. I can respect that. Ashley, how you feel about it? Ashley. Ashley. What it is?
Yeah, so they been taking the power now.
Right. What it is? What trap boy Freddie them from? Oak Cliff. Hey, Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff. You hear us, Oak Cliff? She must be asleep. All right, Dre. Dre, how you feel about it?
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It would be hard for me to be able to convict him, just for the simple fact that.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, we're talking to you.
It's not that you can't have 100. Yeah, it's not that you can't have 100%, but just knowing that they done violated his rights and that they try to cover it up, me and my mind gonna be thinking that's just reasonable doubt for me, because it's like if this was not a big deal, why would y'all have to cover it up, and why would y'all fight so hard to cover it up? It's gonna have me thinking, what else more is with this?
Okay,
it's already bad enough.
No, we covered this shit up because we know this nigga guilty. We covered it up because we know this nigga guilty, and we doing whatever it takes to lock his ass up.
I agree.
Yeah, I understand that part, but even though he's guilty, but I'm still thinking in my mind, whether I convict him or not, the stuff they done, he can come back on appeal. So really, I'm not really worried about like, is he guilty or not at this point no more? Because me and my mind, I already know this is back on appeal. It's like
people say appeal. People say appeal like that shit easy. Like 80-something% of yeah. Like 80-something% of appeals don't even get approved. So people be saying that shit, but that shit is really a long shot. Look at Tory Lanez. Then nigga they try to do 2 appeals and try to get bond twice. And we still don't know if this nigga did it for sure.
I like where y'all going. Y'all cooking. Y'all cooking. Keep cooking.
Yeah,
For real, we don't know.
I see what you about Tory Lanez, but Tory Lanez ain't get his Brady rights violated, bro. A Brady right violation, that's always enough for even if you don't get an
He
appeal,
may
right? That's still grounds for
he may not get a he may not got a Brady violation, but he did say them folks violated him in some type of way, and they withheld shit that made him look innocent.
Yeah.
If it comes to find out that they did, that's a Brady violation. So he'll be able to come back on appeal, and more than likely he will win that appeal. If you go back and look at the stats for people who actually you can actually show and it's proof that they had Brady violations, bro, more of them cases have got overturned than not.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this too. I like where y'all going. I like the little debate because both of y'all got valid points. This one is a little bit different because let's remember they got a state attorney or public corruption officer as the key witness as to the Brady violation. It's like having a police saying that the other police violated your rights. But I like what you're saying though. I like both of y'all. What y'all saying?
But the regular person that's, because you gotta understand, we've been looking at this through a different lens. The average motherfucker that's gonna be on the jury stand, bro, they gonna be like, okay, this side violated, but this side violated. Who is the more truthful? Even if it ain't more truthful, what's the likelihood that the nigga really did what they say he did? What's the likelihood of somebody else doing it? It's like common sense just go come into play.
I like where y'all going with this. I like it. It's like y'all.
I agree with you on that, bro. But
go ahead. Drake.
Yeah.
Get in there, Drake.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah.
I agree with you, bro. But what I'm saying is like it's not even people like not even us, but like let's say for instance, if they got somebody who's a part of like the NRA on that jury, he automatically gonna vote not guilty just because he like being a part of NRA, you understand the rights that you're supposed to have.
That's a lie.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lie. That's a lie because the NRA is racist, bro. The NRA is another extension of the KKK in my eyesight. Because when Philando Castile got killed with a legal pistol in front of his kid and his girlfriend, now one motherfucking member of the NRA said shit.
That was a sad one too, dog. I ain't like that.
They ain't say nothing. They don't say nothing. Anytime somebody anytime a black person use their gun legally or they got a legal possession of a gun and they get killed, go read one statement the NRA made about any of them cases.
That's not what I'm saying though, bro. What I'm saying is you can say all you want to, but they've been fighting. They understand the rights because they be fighting the gun laws all the time. They be fighting them to keep their gun laws. So they're gonna.
They fight the laws, but they don't fight for a cause. They fight for the laws for their political interests. They're not fighting for a cause.
You're missing what I'm saying, bro.
Okay, reiterate for me. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying he's gonna be fighting for a cause. What I'm saying is most people who are part of the NRA understand how valuable your rights are. Is all I'm saying. So that right there alone, like if a person on the
that's where you wrong. They don't care about your rights. They care about their rights. The NRA has never stood up for nothing.
Bro, it's not just about Melly's rights, though, bro. It's about everybody.
I'm not just talking about Melly's rights. Tell me one person the NRA stood up for. Tell me one person.
Okay, let me get in here. Okay, so I'm gonna clarify.
I'm saying they're gonna stand up for him, bro.
Okay, so look, both of y'all got good points. I like it.
They don't stand up for nobody.
Listen, hold on. I'm gonna clarify what
I said a name. I said a name.
I'm gonna clarify what y'all saying. I like what y'all saying. What Silk saying is the NRA stands up for gun rights, and what Dre saying is the NRA. People in the NRA would be sympathetic to any rights getting violated. That's the difference in what y'all talk about. But I like what y'all saying. Both y'all
I don't know one black person in the NRA. That's facts. I don't know one black person at all.
Marita, real quick.
Go ahead, jump in there, Ash.
Okay. I know it's gonna seem real strange, but I agree with Silk, and I know there's a full moon outside, but I agree with you because I don't really care about nothing. You did something to somebody, I don't give a damn about your rights. You know, that's how I felt the other day. Like you deserve whatever you get. I know it's wrong to say and everything, and then about the NRA, they don't care about your right. Like they're not for the people. Y'all know that, right?
Okay, I'm there listening. Y'all listen. All of this is opinion, and I'm glad. And we just having a
man. The NRA is another extension of the KKK in my eyesight.
Basically.
But I get what both of y'all saying. Did I clarify both of y'all standpoints?
No, I know where he coming from, but you just gotta like I know the NRA. I done did my due diligence. So when I speak, I ain't speaking from I know everything. Don't get that twisted. It's always shit I can learn. But the proof is in the pudding. I done seen countless people who have gun rights and they done got killed by the police, and the NRA ain't said a goddamn thing.
Shit, the NRA don't even say nothing.
But then the NRA
get killed though. Be real.
Exactly. Just like that little boy that got killed. What was his name? Goddamn! It's so many people get killed. We don't even remember all of the names.
But I'm gonna say this though. We went down a rabbit hole with the NRA. What we pretty much saying is.
But I get his point.
Yeah, I get his point too. I get your point too.
If an NRA member was to be on the stand, they go fight for like even you know what I'm saying. I get what he's saying, but what I'm saying is they would never get on the stand because these bitches won't even make a public statement.
But listen, let's bring it back to the real basis. The jury gonna be made up of different people from different walks of life. We just kind of went on that NRA down that NRA rabbit hole if we had one of those type of people on the jury, but. The jury is going to be made up of people from different walks of life, and this is what y'all doing here is a microcosm of the jury. It's going to people it may be people that feel like Silk feel, and it may be people that feel like Dre feel. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right?
The proof be in the pudding, bro. These motherfuckers put out a propaganda commercial a couple of years ago speaking against Black Lives Matter. And I ain't saying Black Lives Matter is the angel. I ain't saying they ain't the dick. It's corruption everywhere you go. But the NRA has never spoken up for it's a political thing when it comes to shit like that. These establishments go do what's in their better interest. It's just like the movie Law About a Citizen. When Jamie Foxx could have took the motherfucker to court, but he let him take a plea deal for a person who didn't even do the crime. Because he wanted to win. Because it's all politics. If these numbers is correct, I could get reelected. If these numbers is right, I'm going to get support. They don't care about what's actually going on, bro.
All right. Well, I hear both.
Do you know it's legal for them to broadcast the news as propaganda? Because it's deemed to be entertainment. That means they don't even have to tell the truth on the news no more.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I totally get you on that, bro. I wasn't saying that the NRA was going to step up for his rights, so they was going to stand up for him. I'm just saying people like that would be more sympathetic towards a violation like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Rights, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they would stand up for him. I'm not going to say they're going to be like that. I'm just saying it's going to be people who are not like of our skin tone who are going to be up there, and once they hear about his rights being violated, they're going to be sympathetic. Now, does it get them to vote guilty or not guilty? That's something we don't know.
But see, that's the thing. A lot of
people in that jury who actually care about it.
But see, when you talk about skin tone, right? A lot of people aren't overtly racist or prejudiced. A lot of people not at all. But it's a pattern and it's what you used to type shit. So it's like a lot of people not racist. They just not gonna they don't see a black man being the face of their company, so they'll never hire him to be the face of their company. It don't mean that they necessarily racist. It means that they have a preference. So when you have a preconceived notion, it don't matter what color you is or what color you ain't, if you racist or you ain't. You go look at the likelihood. If a little white girl in this grocery store right here that I'm next to or whatever, if she say I did something to them, they not gonna question it. They gonna come lock my ass up, and I'm gonna have to prove that I didn't do it because they go look the likelihood of her line is low based on what society tell us. They not thinking, hold on, let us get the facts first before we lock this nigga up. I could have been out of town in Mississippi some fucking where. When I come back to Texas, they locking my ass up, bro. Because she said something. It don't matter if it's true.
No, I totally get that, bro. Like I said, bro, I'm just thinking that it's gonna be people in that jury that actually like care about his rights being violated, and that's gonna be. Don't be surprised if it's another mistrial, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, hey, look, I want
to. What we think or not, everybody don't care that he's guilty. It's sad to say it like that, but everybody don't care. There's gonna be people once they hear how they violate his rights, they're gonna be thinking like that could be my brother, that could be my dad, that could be my sister, that could be my mother. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna be more sympathetic for him. And
Yeah, hey, look.
it's not like the state had a super strong case the first time anyway.
Yeah, I
But
want
So
to.
it's
they got a
gonna
lot
be
of
some
cleaning up to
people
do
that
if
could
they
be
even want to
like
have that chance to look like that.
it could be a lot of people that could be like second Juke. Could have been my brother, could have been my uncle, could have been this, could have been that. I hope that they see that more.
Yeah, hey, look, I'm gonna say this, and I listen. I'm with y'all too. I'm for the victims as well. Look, I'm gonna say this though. I had just did a little Google real quick of how many black members the NRA has. The NRA is made up of 69.4% white, 14.3% black or African American, 8.2% Hispanic or Latino, and 6.1% Asian. So it's predominantly a white, what's the name, but it is African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, and Asians involved in that. So now I'm just saying.
Just like it's a bunch of black folks that support all of the racist politics.
White people, yeah, I get it. Yeah. When we was out there in the streets, the African American cops was way more discriminatory towards us than the Caucasian ones on average, just being real.
That because they grew up around black folks. That most of the people, think about it, most of the people you don't like personally is black because you've been around black folks mostly.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, Adrian? Get in there, baby. Get in there.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
Doing tonight.
Good night. What's up?
This is a mess.
Invisible
This is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
mess.
I've been looking at it and looking at it. I watched it over and over to make sure I didn't miss nothing this morning, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a purity mess. All
Mm-hmm.
I can say is Melly is not gonna get a fair trial, either way it go.
Right.
It's not gonna happen unless somebody stand up. And who gonna do that?
Right.
I hear a lot of people talking, but
Right.
it's not gonna happen that way.
Right.
For a second, like we said one time, we want him to get his due process in court. See, I just feel like people are always taking the street and putting it into the court and expect the court to act like the street and the street to act like the court. But that's where you got to know your laws. It's kind of like, it's always us against the system.
Right.
So the more that we see them, what they doing, it infuriates us.
Right.
It triggers something in us. And like someone just said, it makes us think about our children, our family members. But you know what? This been happening.
Right.
Oh, y'all didn't know this been happening?
Right.
Yep.
Okay. It's been happening. So
Yeah,
therefore, like I
they
said,
executed Troy Davis and he was innocent.
Right.
Exactly. He was an innocent man. My thing about it, when it come down to this right here, this is a mess. I just feel like they either have to throw it out or he ain't gonna get his due process. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
And it's leaning
Why,
more
why
towards
do you
like
say
the
that?
judge ain't trying to hear that. He
She's
ain't
saying
trying
that.
to hear that.
She's saying that because they done went about it the wrong way. She said what she's saying is they done enacted street justice when they supposed to be enacting legal justice. You see what I'm saying? They done Christine Bradley and them, the state attorney's office, they done turned into the criminals. They done let Melly them, they done let them wanting to win this case so bad, turn them into the people that they are trying to prosecute. This is what's done happened.
They got too cocky. They were so sure that they was gonna convict the first time and then got hit with the okie doke.
Yes,
No, I
and I
agree
was
with
looking
that.
at
But
the lead attorney, his statement. I was listening to it early on. What's the girl name? Nikki something. And she was reading it, and I was like,
Nikki True? Nikki True?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And she was reading, and I was like, oh my God. I didn't even know all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I suggest a lot of people go back and read what he put in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
This was part of his plan to be famous, if you ask me.
Uh-huh.
He wanted the lights, the camera, and action.
Mm-hmm.
Cloud
Because
is
he
a hell
didn't
of a
handle it the
drug.
right way.
But
Cloud is a
what
hell of
if
a drug.
but wasn't
It
the
Definitely.
fix
is.
getting Bradley off the case? So how would he his rights be like fair this time around? She not on the case no more. Granted, Moretti still is. You get what I'm trying to say?
It's not. She gonna be still in there working with them.
I mean, true,
I
but
believe
that's
it.
on
The
them
I
to
ain't
put
fact
a
that
gonna
his
gag
say
rights
order or
was
she
something
ain't.
like
already
that.
violated, the fact that his rights were already violated in the first trial, bro. Like, so her being on the second trial doesn't even matter because his rights was violated in the first trial, bro. By them not bringing
Mm-hmm.
the Brady notice in before the first trial, that automatically violates
So
his
there's no
rights. So
way to
even if they do
rectify what
everything by the
happened.
book for second trial,
No,
nah,
no,
it's no way
no,
to
it's
rectify.
no,
Once they
no.
do something like that, bro, there's no way to rectify that, bro. Not something
Well,
Nope.
that
goddamn.
magnitude.
Well, then dismiss the shit then. If he like, then what's going on?
They let him off the hook. Basically, they let him off the hook. And it goes back to what I be trying to tell people sometimes. Again, I ain't perfect. None of us is perfect, and I done did a lot of wrong shit in my life. And I came to this realization after the wrong shit that I did came back on me, and I got the consequences of those actions. I got my karma. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, oh shit, this I did this, and this is why I'm here, why I'm in this situation that I'm in a situation that I don't want to be in. They are supposed to do it the right way. If you do it the right way, then you don't have these negative uh karma coming back on you. This is the negative karma of them doing the wrong dealings that they did. You possibly have freed a fucking double murder, a double homicide murderer, because you didn't do it the right way. You stooped to his level to get a conviction or justice or what you felt like the outcome you wanted to feel like you wanted to get, and it pulled you in that pit with the devil. That's why I be trying to tell people. Sometimes I in my life nowadays, bro. Most of the time I take the high road. Most of the time I do. I used to did, but that's all this lick back and all this back doing all that shit. That shit have consequences too. The trick is the devil is trying to trick you. He tried to trick you into doing the shit that the people did to you. I see a lot of people talking about, oh girl, he cheated on me. I'm finna cheat back. Well, what make you more better than him? What make you
It don't say nothing about your morals when you a tit for tat person.
right? Exactly. I'm telling you, bro. I learned that shit in relationships. You know, I done had plenty of times where I done been accused of shit and I ain't did none of that shit, right? I ain't did nothing. So I done been in a relationship with females and they be done cheated or did some type of shit, and they'll be pretty much trying to get me to be a bad person. Like they'll be trying to bait me into arguments or bait me into calling them bitches or bait me into doing this type of shit. And it'll frustrate them sometimes, especially when I got mature. It'll frustrate them sometimes when I wouldn't do it. I'll just be like, you know what? I'm done with you. You see what I'm saying? I ain't finna call you.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be calling me all kind of fuck niggas, pussy niggas, all type of. I ain't finna do that. You know what? Bye. I'm
You
done.
got it.
People say, right, you got it. Whatever you say, I'm out of there. But they'll be trying to make you just like them, so it'll justify what they doing to you in their minds. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree so
You know
much.
what I'm saying?
Marita, somebody put who would stand up for the victims.
Mm-hmm.
See what the law did, they took the law into their own hands.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a firm believer in karma, and it still come
It's
around. I
coming,
don't
yeah.
care how many times you apologize or
Mm-hmm.
how you think you change your life. You gonna get what's coming to you. Either
Mm-hmm.
way it go. So that's why I say be careful how you speak to people. And
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be careful of the words that come out your mouth
Mm-hmm.
and your actions.
Right,
Because they do come back. And so I believe he gonna get what's coming to him. It's just not gonna be in the time that everybody wanted to.
right, right.
Now I agree with that, and you know these people they done been corrupt anyway. They done probably did all kind of other
Yeah.
fuck shit. So it ain't no angels in the legal system out here.
No.
No, no. And look at and look at it like just look at this shit, y'all. This shit, like, we this is amazing what we're getting a chance to witness here. It's crazy, but Y'all is convicted Melly. Y'all saying he did this, he's wrong, which we believe he is. But look what y'all doing. Well, I mean, this is that fucking amazing.
Reggie, you know what? You be taking the words right out of my brain. Cause yeah, I had to take a stand back because at first, I was in my emotions. I'm in my feelings today. You know how that go.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had to take the step back and say, look, what about what you got away with?
Right.
Facts. I think about that all the time. Anytime something bad happen, I'll be like, oh yeah. I did do some fuck shit that one time.
Man, I'm telling you, I be to the same. I be like, God damn, dog. I did this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? I be like, damn. So that's why don't get it twisted. Bad things happen to good people too. But
Yeah.
I be trying my best to do the right thing to keep that negative energy from reciprocating. Because man, let me tell you something. While you out there doing whatever you doing and that shit, you might be thinking it's funny, it's a game and all this, but when that karma come back, baby,
Oh, it hit.
And you gonna remember what you did when yours come back. Cause I'm
Man,
looking at all these cases of the girls that's been killed, and now they going into the parents and what they done did.
right?
Not getting off topic. I'm like, ooh.
Because the karma don't always come back and
Yes, it
on
falls
you.
on your
Your
children.
Right,
children,
it can fall on
exactly,
your child.
exactly. It might be meant for you to live and suffer with that hurt inside or seeing something happen to. Case in point, the boy out of Miami, the rapper dude, Psycho Bob. They got the video of him telling the dude in the store, your mama up there, fuck nigga. Your mama up there, fuck nigga. And now he in jail and his mama just got murdered in her driveway.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
And allegedly it's connected to the whole scenario of
That, I,
you get what I'm
I
saying?
heard about that, bro. That was sad, but that reminded me of the Honeycomb Brazy story, bro.
Right.
Honeycomb Brazy was something similar to that too. His grandparents got killed for something he did, so it's just sad out here, bro. Like,
But
sad.
that's why I don't be. I mean, that's why I don't menace to society. Kane granddad is like, bro, you can't stay here no more.
Right.
See, a lot of parents don't be holding their kids accountable.
I said that one time too in the last. I think it was with the Psycho Boss situation. I see why grandmama and them, they'll kick your ass away from their house when you want to stand in front of their house with your little homeboy smoking weed and shit. Now you gotta get your ass away from him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get your ass on away from him. Yes.
And one thing we gotta realize, warning, everybody get a warning before the destruction. It's always a warning. It's always a warning. If you think back over your life, you had that warning. You just decided not to go that route. So therefore, I hate it for Juve.
And I ignored a lot of warnings.
But I don't know what warnings they had when they was in their crew. I don't know what them warnings was.
They had them though.
Yep.
The warner was this nigga coming up, he making money, he want to be the spotlight, he ain't breaking bread. Cause think about it, it wouldn't have been nothing to beef about other than I guess the girlfriend situation if it wasn't like if a nigga was really breaking bread.
But jealousy is an ugly monster. It don't matter if
Oh
he
my
was
goodness,
the top
jealousy.
man.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Jealousy is it's like a snake.
Yeah.
It slither around a little bit, then it show its head every
But
now and
but
then.
It's like a
but
leeching.
was it jealousy because they wanted what they were owed? You know what I'm saying? Like if Sack Chaser was really out here putting in work and really doing stuff on the business side, is that jealousy or is that like, man, come on, man, you're not gonna play me to the left?
It could have
No,
been
it's
both.
jealousy
It could
on
have been a
Melly
point.
part.
It could have been the point that they wanted Melly. The world
Yeah.
wanted him. He was the face.
Like Nelly in the Saint Lunatics.
Hey, look. That's why I learned on for shit. I said when I was out there doing my thing, I told you I in my former life I used to be a scammer, and I had a partner who put me up on. He the one put me up on game and how to do the shit, whatever, years ago, and we had kind of separated. You know what I'm saying? He was, once I learned the game, I went on my own way. He went on his own way or whatever. And it had came a time where I had started having some bad luck. I ain't, I kind of fell down. he found a nice little lick and went to popping off. He went to popping off, and he knew I was fucked up. But he never came and said, "Bro, hey, look, bro, look, him, boom, this the game, da 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 da. You get back on your feet, da 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 da." He never said nothing. I never said nothing to him about it. I still would talk to him. I still would this and that, and he would know I was fucked up. But we still stay communicated. But I never asked him to put me into his game room and help me out or whatever. I just kept it. I just went on, dealt with whatever I went on with. That nigga ended up getting roped off and ended up catching like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? He ended up catching 5 years. He got roped off, fucked up. Now, the thing I try to say, the point I'm trying to make is, if I would have forced that, I could have been right in that. I probably would have been right in that situation with him. Went to prison. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't have went to prison because his karma would have been good karma.
Could have been right. Yeah. So I when I see, I done learned, when I see shit going a certain kind of way, life give you signs. And I told my son this. I taught my son this, Flyboy Micro folk. You got to pay attention to the signs in life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't know the choice, the outcomes of decisions until you make them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you like, man, do I go right? Do I go left? I don't know how this shit gonna play out. You just gotta choose. But a lot of times, just like Adrian was saying, life give you signs. You just got to pay attention to the signs. If you're always arguing with your significant other, and nothing seems to be going right, that's God telling you it's time to move. It's time to go. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. This ain't for him. On whatever the reason is, this ain't working. This ain't how it's supposed to be.
But a lot of people see the small benefits and use it as an excuse to stay around. It ain't no different than a job that you hate. You looking at it, but man, it's check. But at the end of the day, you got to deal with the bullshit. So a lot of people, even in relationships, friendships, situationships, you dealing with it for the small, slight benefit. Like, Melly might not be breaking us off, but we seen everywhere he's seen. They give us a platform to make something more of ourselves. So a lot of people stick around just for that little 15% or whatever they could benefit.
I agree. I 100% agree with that. And that's how a lot of times we stay in situations a little longer than we should have, or a lot longer than we should have. But I'm gonna say this: when you see shit kind of going a certain kind of way, and it's not,
jump off the boat.
Yes, you need to be making. If you ain't getting off right then, you need to be making your goddamn exit strategy, a plan to get off that motherfucker, because you know inside yourself that this is not it. This ain't it. We're supposed to be prospering, we're supposed to be happy. We're not supposed to be having. Now I can see little disagreements, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying. But I'm talking about like big shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for us to go. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to go, you to go, somebody for us to go. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I tell my kids, if you got to question it, you better let it go.
Shout out to Angie for the cash out. Appreciate you, Angie. Hey, Angie, is that you in my on my Instagram? DM me, Angie. I just want to make sure that's you on my Instagram. Go ahead, y'all. But y'all love this conversation y'all having. This is a true conversation, a great conversation.
My thing about it, I'm wondering, where is Melly mind frame now from when this happened? Because you don't get to see that, but him getting to see his family when he come out smiling.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off. I will say this. I never been through what Melly's going through. I've been to court a few times from jail, and I can only imagine. We can only imagine. He is damn sure putting on a good smiley face. What's the name? But I gotta believe that stress of the situation is getting to him. But I will say this: with what's going on now in this case, I think his spirits are a little more upbeat, because I think he's in a better position to either get a appeal or get this or beat this case than he ever been before. You got the lead detective. You caught the lead detective doing shit he ain't supposed to be doing. You don't turn the state attorney's office against themselves.
Yeah, you know his lawyers is keeping him in high spirits as long as he paying that money. Oh no, you good. You know, whether you lose or you don't, the lawyer gonna make you feel in high spirits anyway.
Right.
And he high.
Yeah, and he on the meds, ain't he?
Yeah, my thing about it is, even though he's going through this situation, I still look at him as a child up under me. I can't
Yeah,
help it.
he a
And
child.
so therefore, my thing about it is I hope he find God. I'm just gonna keep it
That's normally
100%.
you. Hey, Adrian, you know that's where they normally find it at in jail.
You
But
know, and
everything ain't a blessing from God.
no, I'm
That's the
not saying
thing.
it's a blessing from God. I said I hope he find God because
He
when
gotta
you
find the
got
right
your
guy. He gotta find the right one.
yeah, you know what?
You can't be selective. Look. You can say, "Yo, I found God," and then do a whole bunch of fuck shit. How much are you trying to change?
But
No,
see,
I think she's saying I hope
that's
we
not for
find
me to
God.
judge. That's not for me to judge.
Like,
I'm just hoping that he find God. Whatever God come into his life, which I know who my God is, coming to his life, I hope it's the right one. I hope he finds some kind of higher power that will lead and guide him through the situation because this is big. He might not even realize it. Have you ever
Man,
did something and then when it's over with, you about faint because it done hit
yeah.
you like, oh, like your breath just took away. It
yeah,
don't
but
hit you when you in it.
it's been no remorse though. See, that's the thing. Even if he quote unquote find God, at what point has he shown remorse? At
We
what
don't
point
know
did
that though.
well,
We don't know that.
he'll post and say, "Yo, watch me in court, pray for me," but he ain't gonna say, "Man, pray for my brother's soul, bro. Pray for my brothers that's lost. They trying to lock me up, and my brothers is gone still." When you seen a post like that in the
That,
last
that
2 years? You
I'm
know
just
what I'm saying?
saying, do you know him personally? Because I don't.
Nah, but I know a fuck nigga when I see one.
Well, you can call him what you
Boy.
want, and they can call you the same thing. But I'm just
That's
Yo,
saying,
it.
you don't know him personally.
Hey, he could call
Don't
me the same thing. He could call me the same thing, but this is what I'm saying. Look. He ain't standing on business. For one, he a documented snitch. We done all seen the video. He don't stand on nothing for the streets or the other side. So I look at the proof is in the pudding. I ain't saying he can't change. I'm just saying the likelihood is very low in my opinion, but I could be wrong.
Well, I could be wrong too, but I said I hope he find God, and I stand on what I say when I say that.
And I hope he find the right God because everything ain't a blessing from God. The
I
devil
ain't
will
say
bless a
everything a
motherfucker
blessing. I
too.
said I hope he find
Yeah,
God.
the devil.
The devil will
Yeah,
bless you with your own
well, I don't
destruction.
call it devil thing
Exactly.
blessing. Yeah.
yeah, the devil will bless his people.
And I
Damn
know
right.
this. And I know this. That's how I
That's
know God.
That man got the gold, the Baphomets, all these. He already ripped the 5 point star, the hexagram. Man, come on, bro. And what a God symbolism in any of his music?
I don't know nothing about that.
Hey, on that
Yeah.
devil, on that murder on
yeah.
my mind video,
I
he had
think
all
I
kind
think
of.
he ain't showing no remorse because he don't care. Be real with you, bro. I don't think he feel no way about what he did, bro. I think he comfortable and he cool with what he did.
I agree with
And that
y'all.
might
That's
be
why
a
he ain't
mental
showing no
issue
remorse.
too.
I agree.
That's the sad part about it.
I agree with y'all too. I think he's more sad that he got caught than I definitely don't think he
Yeah.
give a damn about what he did. I could see that in that video that next day that they shot. They got the video. This boy is bouncing around, jumping around, dancing. He happy,
Oh,
all type of shit. Like, man, shit.
Then
That's
don't
I
then
don't know. I'ma tell
don't
you now,
forget
these
don't forget
kids different.
he was tight with King Von like a motherfucker, and one of King Von homie Jay Hood say that he said he did it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, we all know he did it. I just hope that if it is eating, I think it's eating him up in the inside, and he just keeping a game face. I really hope that this boy has some kind of remorse. I really hope that, and he's just not evil. But like she said, I hope he find God. So therefore, whatever way this goes, your karma or your license, whatever it is, God have mercy on you some kind of way.
It ain't over with for him to find God because even Saul turned into Paul in the Bible, and he used to kill Christians, and God made him one of his chosen people at some point. So it's not over with for him. But I'm just saying the likelihood.
I
Yeah.
think he's an evil little boy though.
Yeah, Paul or Saul. Yeah, he was a murderer. Yeah.
I love Marie.
Yeah, I've read the Bible too. Shit.
Yeah, and I had to.
Yeah.
I wasn't going that deep because everybody got their different beliefs. But I know what I say I know what I mean when I say I hope we find God.
I hope he find God too. I hope he find God too.
I hope we find redemption. Let me just say that redemption, man. Maybe not,
Right, go ahead.
because
I mean,
I hope
because
he
in the
find that
letters he
gun he
talk
threw
about
away.
God.
go ahead, Silk. What you saying?
I say in them letters he talk about God, so it ain't far fetched.
Oh, okay.
Man, look, man, and that's another look. God work in mysterious ways, man. He choose who he choose to. You know what I'm saying? And shit, man.
He will.
We
Down
don't
the
know.
road, he will.
Right? We don't know. We don't know how this thing gonna turn out. You know what I'm saying?
I just wish he could
Right
take a
now,
stand and tell.
he ain't show no signs of believing in God right now. He in there doing that that black magic stuff in the courtroom. So I don't see no God in his future right now. He
Right.
doing too much black magic stuff up in there.
It's definitely disrespectful to the victims' families. These are supposed to be your friends, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least sit your ass down and don't be doing all that bullshit. Cause that should have made me want to
He
come
couldn't
across
even
that
go
guy.
to the funeral.
That should have made me
Yeah,
that should have made me want to come across that goddamn little wood stand and get on that goddamn little top where you're looking like
and
Mr. Burns.
Marita,
Uh,
my thing about it, how did they wind up? Like he came to the wake, right?
yeah,
He came to the wake, one of their wakes, right?
yeah,
The family went there.
yeah. They was there.
He dressed
I
them.
think
He dressed Juvie. This is what Spoon said. Yeah,
The family went there.
yeah, they were there.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
but this
question
one there was
is,
a mixed
how
opinion.
come? Huh?
I say at that time it was mixed opinions. I don't think he had even went to jail or nothing. So it was like hearsay.
Okay, well that might go good in your family, but I know what family I come from.
yeah, he wouldn't have made it at
He
the
wouldn't have made it out, and that's just being real. Cause I
That
got a
nigga
whole
wouldn't
lot
have
of
made
boy.
it in jail.
I got a host of boy cousins and brothers. He wouldn't have made it out.
yeah, out that
Like
way,
I
he would
said,
have been in that
if
way.
they was cause I'm from the street, I can say if you gonna handle the street, keep the law out of it. If you gonna handle the law needs to do what the law is here to do, and that's just it, and that's all.
So if he go free, they need to stand on business.
If he go free, somebody go catch his ass slipping.
I doubt it. They fanned out.
Yeah,
If
them
they
niggas
can kill a president, they can kill that nigga.
Yeah, but I don't think it's nobody. I don't think it's nobody that's gonna have the resources or the balls, even if let's say they're around him. I don't think nobody gonna have the balls to do it. If they're around him, they're gonna be trying to play. If they're around him, they're gonna be trying to playing for some clout or try to get on. And the other people that's from the community that may do it, I don't think they're gonna have the resources to catch this nigga. This nigga gonna be globe hopping.
Yeah, but guess what? It's always a female is a nigga weakness. It's the same thing that happened to LBG Cash. It's the same thing that happened with a lot of other people that ain't got killed. It have been women. These tender dick ass niggas, you can line them up easy.
Right. I mean, yeah, definitely.
If he get
Anybody.
out, if he
Go
get
ahead.
out, he'll be stupid to stay around in Florida. His first thing when he get out need to be get the hell up out of Florida immediately.
Yeah.
A lot of Cash Desto got killed in Houston, and look what her daddy did some shit in Memphis.
Yeah.
Yep.
It don't matter where you at.
That's a fact. But I'm just saying, what type of resources he got and the type of money, bro. Just imagine how much money he'll be able to make when he get out. Like he gonna have shows booked up for years.
Mm-hmm.
King Von had shows booked up and was a rising artist that got popped right outside playing with somebody.
That's why I like these conversations
Oh, yeah,
because
for sure.
that's why I like this conversation. I love the conversations that y'all be having because both of y'all, all y'all be having valid points. Anybody can be touched, but it just depends on if you're gonna catch them or not. Just like Juvie father was saying, he was like, "What y'all want me to get on the plane and try to find a gun and where I get it? How I'm gonna catch the nigga?" You get what I'm saying? So it go both ways. It go both ways.
Yeah, and it kills me when people, Marita, act like they gonna do more than the family. That's what killed me.
Right.
But I know some people who will do more. I know some of my homies that'll ride behind me before my actual family would.
Well, I'm not that kind of family. That's what I'm saying. My family, we don't need you to do that, because why would I want the blood to be on your hand? That's my blood. That's the way I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering how all these people let them slide on by. Like you said, they didn't know, it was just hearsay. But from that deposition I read today, it was always like he was the one.
But there were certain people who subscribed to that, and there's certain people who took the cheese. You know what I'm saying? They fell into the trap.
That's what I think happened too, knowing the little bit that I do know about what was going on after the boy's death, but right up to the funerals and around that, and knowing what I know about a little bit that I know about that community, because it was a while since I lived down there or whatever. I'm telling y'all, them people down there, I ain't gonna say they poor, because there's some people that got a lot of money down there, but it's an impoverished community, and Melly was a star. It's gonna be more people that try to kiss his ass and be his friend than it's gonna be people that want to do something to him. Now, especially early on, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now you know you got people that say fuck that nigga, we'll do something to him, just like they shot Portland Daddy. And if he go down in that community now, I'm sure that little group of guys that was Juvie's friends and Saxon's friends, I'm sure they just waiting for his ass to come down there so they can take his ass out. You get what I'm saying? If they get an opportunity. But I don't think he'll give them the opportunity to do it. I think if he get out, I think he gonna be gone. I think that nigga gonna be in Dubai.
Is his mama still down there, his brother?
No, I think they moved to Miami.
Oh.
And then I remember when Sax, his mama said that that Melly mama and Trick Track went to meet her. They had a bodyguard, and I think they said she have a bodyguard every time she go back around there now. And that's another thing. Shit, I'm not advocating any violence against anybody or towards Jamie or anybody, but she done been back and down in that community a few times, and ain't nobody did a damn thing to her.
Okay.
You know, but I'm with you though. He wouldn't have made it out of my funeral. My knock on wood. He would have made it out of the funeral with my family, because my family, them motherfuckers, man, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell no. And I'm with you. So, you know, and that's another sad. I am not condoning any violence, but that's another sad thing. That goes back to somebody put the question in the chat, not put up on the screen. Who's speaking up for the victims? That's what I'm saying. They done took this. Melly already overshadowed Sax and Juvie anyway. Even in their death, he overshadowed them. But even with all this stuff going on, think about it, bro. It's nobody really advocating for them no more. I guess if you want to say Christine Bradley and them or whatever, but they done fucked it up too. They done made it about them. They done made it about them and the shit that they did illegally or unjustly. And Melly, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me, nobody care, bro. Even if you win a long time comments the first trial, it's free Melly. Ain't no RP Julia fact. They don't give a damn.
I think they don't give a damn either. I think the people more care about Melly than they care about Sax.
Yeah, they don't care about that, bro. They just want to hear some new music, want to hear some new melodies. They don't give a damn, bro.
That's sad.
Bro, it was sad. It was sad to see who was that? Juvie's sister that was still screaming free Melly. That was sad.
You see what I'm saying? That goes back to what Adrian was saying. Well, damn, they was at the funeral and he made it out of there. You got the sister saying free Melly. You see how crazy this shit is?
What?
They got bribed though for sure. They got bribed.
Yeah, you know, one of them share a sister with Portland or something.
Yeah. Portland and
Juvie saying, they share a sister together.
Yeah.
You know, I just watched your interviews with Spoon. My bad to cut you off. With Spoon.
Yeah.
The older ones, I just watched them literally 2 days ago while I was working.
Yeah.
Those some good interviews. You say you got some more parts. I mean, I know you got your differences.
I got
drop them hoes, man. What you doing?
I got 8 hours. I got 8 hours of interview with that boy. And I was just thinking about that the other day. I actually was talking to a couple people behind the scenes as to should I drop the interview. You know, split it up because I got 8 hours. I did 2 interviews with it. I only put those little 5 clips out there, and I put them little 5 minute clips out there because they was important parts and stuff that he said. But he hit me up and he told me to not put no more out. First, he said don't put no more out because the lawyers told him that he couldn't be doing that. I got the DMs too where he told me that the lawyers told him that he couldn't be doing that, and then he came back and told me to wait to after the trial, and then I could put him out or whatever. So I just respected his wishes, and I never put no more of him out. But yeah, I'm gonna put him out. I'm gonna put him out. I'm gonna put him out
Well,
before the trial.
he didn't say you can't send them to me,
Yeah.
man. Let me see them.
I'm
Bitches. Put
I'm
it on
I'm
private.
I'm
Send me the link or something.
I'm gonna take it a step further than that. I gave the whole interview to him. When he started
No.
when he started his channel, I said, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, bro. I say I'm gonna give you the interview. You can post the interview on your channel to get your channel monetized to get you popped off. And I sent him the whole interview, but some kind of way, something happened on his computer where he don't got it no more. But so I did an interview with him, and I was gonna put it using on my channel, but I threw him an alley oop and gave him the interview back. You see what I'm saying? But he said,
Right.
oh, I be trying to. I was just him, pussy ass nigga. You know what I'm
Well, throw
saying?
it this
Um,
way and let me alley you.
You know what I'm
Man, let
saying?
me get that bit, man. Put it
tell
on unlisted.
You know what
You
I'm saying?
feel me?
And
Send me
another
that
reason, and
link.
another reason why I stopped. He told me not. He told me because when we dropped that first interview, those little clips, he got into it with his baby mama and stuff, and they got
Okay.
into it about him. He was saying that he mixed up the kids' birth dates and shit like that, and they was going. Them people made a whole Facebook post about me and him. Called me dumb, sold it, selling his
Damn.
ass out. Yeah, Juvenile mama and all of them, they sold our ass out on Facebook.
Ooh.
So I didn't put it out either because he lives in that community, and this is when we was cool. And I didn't.
Yeah.
And he said a lot of shit in that interview. He was no holds barred. You know what I mean? We talked for a long time, and I didn't want him to receive any backlash from the things that he said. You see what I'm saying? So I
No, that's
looked out.
real.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's
fuck
real.
him now. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him. Fuck him. Like everyone sound like fuck
He
him.
was drunk as a skunk. I know that. He was drunk as hell on one of them.
Yeah, he was. That's what I was gonna say. He was drunk. And he was talking. We was like we was on drink champs.
So I got a question. Has do you think because the other interview he did the other week, that I seen on Law and Crime, the new one he just did. Do you think he done changed?
No,
No, he's just a good actor.
No,
I'll
I know
definitely
I'm
tell
talking
you that.
about far as his stance with Melly. Cause he was
Nah,
like,
bro. He
I'm
hit
ready
Melly.
for this to be over, whether he win or not.
He
Whether
got to say that.
but that wasn't the old spoon that I heard. Like,
Man, let me tell you something, Miss Adrian. Let me stop you right here because you're a very smart woman. That nigga is very good at acting.
Hmm.
He's very good at it. He's very good at it. We listen. When the situation happened, what me and him fell out about,
mhm,
we saw the shift in him. So we got that mask slipped. So if you pay attention, you got a
mhm,
chance to see that monster that's up
yeah,
under that charm. You see what I'm
hmm
saying? He knows how to put that charm on, and then and that's what's up under that little monster inside. Yeah. So I watched the interview, and I was like, okay, this is the mask back on. He knows how to conduct himself. You get what I'm saying? He knows how to speak and all of this and that. There. No,
But
man,
for what?
he's
What's the
still a
point?
monster.
He killed your son.
Because
You should be.
Nah, I'll be real
Oh,
though, Marita. And watching that old interview, I did hear him say the same thing. He was like, basically, I don't care like whether he go to jail or not, because I don't want to see nobody in jail.
yeah, he got to say that. He has to be like non-biased right now. He got to seem like a little angel. But if you
is
catch
he
him,
trying to be Melly friend when he get out? Like
no, if you
Hell
catch him on
no.
TikTok or you catch him on another platform,
somebody like
he
that, I wouldn't know.
he got a mouth and he's vocal. He just
Oh,
can't
what
say
that
that on
is
Law and
doing?
Crime.
Oh no, I
Right.
seen that, bro. He talking shit for sure, but hey, man, I ain't dropping nothing, boy. God forbid that ever happen to me, bitch. It's over with for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't that much sympathy in the world. I know God say forgive and all this stuff, and I try to live by that, but that's far fetched.
Yeah.
But say, for instance, if something does happen to Melly and he say, man, I want to, spin a block on him or something like that, he going to be the first one you look at. So you got to keep a game face.
No, I was just saying like justice for my son, and like I'm not
Yeah,
saying if he win or lose. Like,
yeah.
no, I'm
Let me
standing on justice. It
let
need
me
to be
ask y'all
some
something.
justice. That's what I'm
Me
saying.
too.
Well, we gotta look at it through this lens too. This shit was exhausting for us, and we
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
like primarily affected by the shit. We secondhand. For him, it's probably been overwhelmingly exhausting because you gotta look the friends, the people, the other accusations he had, the baby mamas, all of that shit come into play.
The money he done made out of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Said the money
I'm
he done
just,
made.
I'm just say this. I'm gonna just say this, Miss Adrian. I'm telling you, just look at everybody that's close to that case. All of them got some weird shit going on. It's not one person that's involved in that case that ain't got no weird shit going on except Sack Chase and Mom. That's the only one. That's the only one. If you want to go to Jamie, if you want to go to Track, if you want to go to Melly, if you want to go to Melly girlfriend, Mom, you want to go to Melly girlfriend, you want to go to Portland, Spoon, all of them. That's if you pay attention, that lets you know the how the people somewhat are in that little group that they in that group of people that they had. You know what I mean? It was like it was bound for some bullshit, some fuck shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because these people seem to me, in my opinion, are immoral people. That's what it seemed to me. You know, that what it
Uh,
seemed to me.
Yeah, anytime the mama could know what happened and be like, oh, now when she was the messages with Borland, it's like, oh, so now you want to have morale and go tell the police that he did some fuck shit, but other than that, you don't care that he did some fuck shit.
Right.
My problem with that is, bro, you supposed to be a nurse. Like, you supposed to have a good moral compass. Like, you're a nurse. You're supposed to be looking after people, making sure your patient is good, not cursing at them, not getting disrespectful. But you over here lying and perjuring yourself on the stand. It's like, shit, it be fucking me up. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, I wouldn't trust her to work on my toe. And Millie, mama nurse too. I wouldn't even want you, girl, go.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Hell no. Jamie can't. No, Jamie can't listen to me breathe. Yeah, hell no.
Right.
But to play
Go ahead, bro.
the picture and then she heard the information after the fact and was like, oh. You see what I'm saying? Like he could have painted the picture any kind of way.
Right.
Yeah, but your common
Hold
sense
on. You
gonna
lost
kick
me on
in
that. What you
too.
said, fam?
Too.
I'm saying, okay, the situation happened. I'm Melly. I'm talking to my girl. I'm like, yeah, then them fucking niggas tried to kill me. I had to get them first. But until the actual information come out, then you really don't know. You really just going off of what they said.
I got you.
Like for real, like somebody could have said whatever Spoon was accused of doing or what he did, but if it come out of his mouth and you don't see the paperwork, then it's like, that's my, I believe him. It came out of his mouth. When you see the specifics, then you like, hold on, there's some fuck shit going on right here.
And that's
What
why I
I
don't fuck with Track, bro, because he ain't never really Track been like, oh, I heard it was a drive-by, so I can only go by the word. Bro, you also heard about all this evidence pointing towards your client, bro. So how you gonna stay biased like that? Like that shit weird.
that's
You
that.
gonna stick by your partner, man. My brother shoot somebody day tomorrow. If he wrong, I'm gonna tell him, man, you a fuck nigga, you wrong. You better repent and do whatever. But that's still my brother. Now it's different when it comes to like hurting old people, fucking with kids or some shit like that. That's out the window.
That's just like like that's what I'm saying. Like once I read that goddamn shit, I knew right then. Oh no, I don't give a damn what he's saying. I see this shit in black and white, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hell no.
And they messed up that case down there.
Yeah, yeah.
The hell they got going on?
And look at the irony. The same situation that happened with Moretti and that lady, illegal search and seizure of a phone, is the same situation. Is the reason why he is not didn't get convicted of that, in my opinion, of what he did. Yeah.
Y'all better watch y'all back.
Why you say that?
I'm just saying it's wicked, bro. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's not many people you can trust.
Yeah.
You gotta watch how you move and watch what you do. Even the people who love you will fuck over you.
Hell yeah. They're the ones who get you. They're closest people to you. Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
Judas close enough to
Yeah,
kiss you.
man.
Mm-hmm. You know, and the crazy part about it, like me, I like people. I like being around people, but I done came to realize that, boy, when you're around a lot of people, it's bound to some shit to happen, and you bound to get your feelings hurt, bound to get let down, bound to get backstabbed. And I'm telling you, bro, my shit's so insulated now to I don't have no drama around me, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody tell my business or something, I know who told it. Be honest with you, I don't even tell too many people my business other than y'all, you know. but my shit be, my shit be regular shit. You know what I mean? Go to work, this and that, they'll cook. You know what I mean? I don't do no shit. I don't do nothing that I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Can't tell nobody. Not no more. My life totally changed from that. But what I'm saying is, I don't have them energy vampires around me no more. I don't have the people that got a lot of drama going on in their life around me no more. I don't have nobody who complaining about life around me all no more. You feel what I'm saying? I just done found peace. You get what I'm saying? And I want y'all to protect y'all peace too, man. Y'all don't got to deal with nobody who causing you to have some type of strife or what they call it, high blood pressure, stress, any of that shit in your life, dog. I'm telling you. Trust me now. I don't care who they is. Protect your peace. For real.
And do
For real.
play them tight games.
For real. Stress will kill you, man. And them people will kill you too. It's some people that's not happy with themselves, and they'll see that you happy and they'll want to bring you to down because they don't like the fact that you happy. Misery loves company. This shit is true, y'all. And it could be somebody that you're sleeping with. It could be your significant other. I'ma just tell you like this, him. Pray to God to remove people who ain't for you from around you. I promise you, I done did that. I done did it about 2 or 3 times, and I promise you, it works almost instantaneously. I'm telling you, I did that prayer one time, and when my girlfriend came home, the first thing she did was went to argue. The first thing she did was went arguing. I promise you
No, it's real.
that
You gotta
same
be careful what you
relationship
ask for.
was over within the next 3 months. You see what I'm
Damn.
saying?
Right.
I'm telling you some real shit now. I'm
I don't
telling
even
you,
say those prayers no more, bro. It revealed too much.
I do.
you just got to be prepared for the people that get exposed when you say it.
Yeah.
Because you'll be shocked.
You'd be surprised.
I
You'll
said
be
that prayer
shocked.
one time. My dad flashed out on me.
You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. One time, listen, bro. One time I said that prayer.
You sound muffled, Marita.
I'm muffled now. I'm muffled. Oh yeah, my bad. I'm muffled now.
You
Hey,
sound.
look. One time I said that prayer. This is goddamn truth. This story, bro. I'm telling you, this the type of shit that used to happen to me, bro. For real, for real. You had to pay attention to shit. One time I was talking to this girl, right? Never had slept with a girl or nothing. Still ain't never slept with a girl to this day. And I was doing pretty well. I was working construction, and me and the girl was talking, and it was right before Christmas time. I was working in Gainesville, but I lived in Orlando, and I had asked my sister. I said, because I was construction firm, I was getting paid good money. My job, I was getting paid maybe like $1,200, $1,300 a week, and they was giving me like $500 per deal, so I'm making like $1,800 a week. But I had my own apartment and everything in Orlando, but I would work in Gainesville all week, and then I would go back to Orlando the weekend, and I just go back to Gainesville, work all the week. So I told my sister, she lived in Gainesville at the time, and I told her, I said, look, I'm finna be coming to Gainesville to work. I say, how much you'll charge me to stay with you while I'm up there? She said, I'll charge you between $75 and $100 a week. I said, all right, I'll give you 100. She said, all right. I say bet. Now I didn't have to stay with her, but I did because I love my nephews and my nieces, and I had never got a chance to be around them. Plus, my sister is a single mother. You know what I'm saying? She worked like 2 or 3 jobs, and I was like, okay, I'd rather give my sister the money than to go spend giving her the hotel. So, boom, I would stay with my sister for the week, and then I would go back to Orlando. So I was talking to this girl at the time, and I decided to buy. She had 2 sons, and I decided to buy both of her sons 2 bikes for Christmas, right? So I told my sister, I think I'm about her 2 sons. The girl didn't ask me now. I said, I think I'm about her son some bikes for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Because I could tell, you know what I'm saying, she really got nothing going on, and I got a little bit of money. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do it. So I asked my sister to take me to Walmart. She took me to Walmart. I bought 2 bikes. I paid $75 a piece for the bikes. They like little dirt bikes. I think the little boys was probably like around 10, 11 years old. So I took them, but my sister got 2 boys too, right? So while I was there, my sister was rarely home. So when I would get off of work, my nephews, they loved me. They loved me. Their daddy would, he would never really come around or nothing like that. So that they kind of looked at me like a father figure. So I started taking them to the movies. I would pay them allowance every week. I would sit down. I got pictures, all this shit. I would sit and do their homework with them and shit like that there. And I would tell them, because when their mama went home, they wouldn't do their homework. So I was like, look, man, I'm gonna pay y'all to do y'all homework, and I'm gonna go over y'all homework with you. So I would give them allowances and shit like that or whatever, right? So my sister came to me and she said, you'll give me $100 and I'll pay you back on my when I get my income tax. I say, what you need $100 for? She say, I got one of them a PlayStation on layaway and Christmas coming up and I need to get it off, and I just get it back to you for on my when I get my income tax. I say no. I said, I tell you what, I give you $100 and that'll just be for my next week or whatever. So I just give you $100 and you never got to pay me back. She said, okay, cool. So I gave her $100. So she took me to get the bikes. I got the bikes and I put the bikes in her house, right? So I say, okay, right before Christmas, can I pay you $100 to take me to Orlando? And I would take the bikes to the girl, to her kids. She said, okay, cool. About 2 days before Christmas, me and her had done talked, and she was like, okay, we're gonna go to Orlando this week. I said, okay, cool. That day she came home to take me to Orlando, she went off. She went off. She was mad. I said, what's wrong? Oh, I ain't take you to Orlando. I said, okay, cool. You ain't gotta take me to Orlando. What's wrong with you though? Is you okay? I don't understand what's going on with you. Oh no, just like that. She mad. She mad. I said, okay, well, you said you're gonna take me to Orlando, but it's okay, cool. I had a car, but I had a car, but I didn't have I had went back to Orlando one weekend and I bought a cash car for $5,000. I bought an Altima, but I didn't have a tag on it, so I couldn't drive it back and forth. So I just left I had a car parked in my apartment. So what I would do, I would catch Ubers from Gainesville to Orlando. So I said, it's okay. I say, I'll just catch an Uber to Orlando. I just pay an Uber. So I paid an Uber like $100 and I put the bikes in the Uber and I took the bikes to the girl and she was surprised. She was happy, this and that, whatever. So when I got in Orlando, my sister texted me. She say, I need you to get out of my house. I say, what happened? I don't understand what's going on here. She like, no, I just need you to get out. I say, okay, fine, cool. I got a place to stay. I got a place to stay and I got money. I just was, was there just to be around my family while I'm in Gainesville. So I went back to Gainesville, got my little bags, whatever. It just like my job, the job was done. I was building the Florida Gators basketball stadium. The old dome, my company rebuilt that. And so we was done rebuilding it. And I ended up going back to Orlando. Come to find out, she was mad at me because I had bought those little boys bicycles. Y'all see how the devil work? Now I was paying her $100 a week, getting her kids allowance, taking her kids to the movies, all this type of stuff. She got mad at me because I was being generous to somebody else. That's crazy.
That's hate. That's selfishness for your guy. I hate people who do that with their kids. So
yeah.
Why do they do that though? Do they feel like, damn, I couldn't do it? You trying to show me up or something?
If she wanted me to buy them kids bike, she could have asked me. She could have said something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But she got mad and she said that she was gonna take me to take the kids' bike. She took me to the store to buy the bikes. She kept all of that. She kept all of that inside, and was mad about it the whole time.
That is crazy.
now she was mad that she did it for them instead of her. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. That's what I'm trying to clarify.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yes, yeah, she was mad that I did it for them instead of her children. Yeah.
And that's that jealousy I was talking about. My thing about it, if you had, my thing about it is she seen you buy them, right?
She took me to buy them.
You weren't looking at the see now I'm older. I look at the look on people's face when I do stuff. I read body language. I'm for real.
Facts.
I'm for real. I read body language. I'm looking at the look on your face. Everybody can't hide it.
That's why I just try to tell you,
I can't have it.
like sometimes it be your people that you that's closest to you. You don't even be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like what is that to get mad at me about? Because I'm being, you know what I mean, kind to some other children. You know
She
what I'm
felt
saying?
like you
That's
owe
sad.
her. Now you put
Right,
yourself. Now this case right here. Put that scenario in this case
right,
with Melly
right,
and Juvie and Sack. We don't know what the last trigger was.
right.
Everybody says the fight, but we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't
I
know.
think it's an accumulation of things because even when you see people spaz out, it don't be one sole reason. It be like different factors that come in all at one time, and it's just like a cocktail of bullshit.
Hey,
But
hey,
I
Tip.
said
Hey,
that
hey,
last trigger that what they say that how they broke this camel back. That last
Mm.
straw is
Yeah,
always
Melly
that
was
last straw where they feel like they can't this is it.
he was fed up because like it was already August. He like, bro, you can have the Netflix. I'll be at the hotel. You can have the Glock.
hey.
You can have you can have all
Yeah,
these
you can
things.
have
Do you
all of
think
it.
they do y'all think it's a possibility that them boys got killed because they simply knew too much to be able to walk away? Like you gotta think Melly got this super street, I love guns, tough nigga image, and you got a nigga who beat his ass, another nigga who witnessed him get his ass whooped by the dude, then violated a million times. You think he did it because it wasn't no way? Cause just think about it. Them boys could have been like, fuck Melly, he a bitch. That's why we start fucking with him everything. But they would have discredited who he was,
I
the
think it's
character.
that
No.
That's
and the
true.
leverage they had. Like you feel me, being that they were all part of the YNW, I feel like they had a lot of leverage too.
I think what happened. I think what part. Well, I don't know exactly what happened. I think part of it was they knew each other from a youth, right? And I think when that situation happened, we done joke, we look at each other as equals. We look at each other as equals, and I think once the fame came, I think Sack Chaser didn't understand the power dynamic is shifting, and you got to play this accordingly. You see what I'm saying? I think Sack Chaser wanted things to be how they started, how things were before, and I think he didn't. He didn't. I think, and plus that's his personality seemed like anyway. And I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm saying I think he should have shifted game. His
I
game,
believe Jamie was an aggravating factor
of
Yeah,
because
course,
because
of
aggravating.
Melly
course.
got irritated with her being in his own business, let alone everything else that's going around him.
Of course she was. Of course she added to
Yeah,
it. But
she,
but you
she the
get what
fire. She the fire. She the fire for the flame. She the
right, but
gasoline for the fire.
right, exactly. But you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, so put it this way. If it's me, we all friends, right? And one of y'all blow up. We supposed to be doing this thing as a group, but one of y'all pop off. You Michael Jackson, I'm Tito, goddamn it. I'm Tito. But you Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Once I see that you Michael Jackson, I'm gonna shift my angle because I see you the one. I see you the one with the talent. I'm not gonna infringe on that. I'm gonna just figure out a way to I can get get my just due in the midst of you still being able to be who you are.
But see, that's why I say Melly, in my eyesight, he a fuck nigga. Cause look at the Migos. We didn't even know Offset, didn't see Offset. Them boys was putting up money for every show, every deal. When Offset got out, he came home to a fucking bag. We didn't know who this motherfucker was. We knew Quavo and Takeoff.
Right.
that's true.
But they
Yeah,
were
and I
putting
feel
up
like
money and come to find out he ain't even related to them for real. So look at it like that.
Yeah.
my thing
No,
about it, that's a whole different situation. Like I feel like
No, what
that's
I'm
a
saying
whole
is,
different
I'm saying before the murder. We ain't talking about the murder. We
right. I
talking
ain't talking
about
about the murder either. I'm talking about their whole upbringing situation is a little bit different. My thing about it is they call themselves YNW. They done came together with, and this if you look how many of them it is, those were the three CEOs. of this thing. Meaning they done came up with a little name, like a little boy group.
No, it wasn't they. They say Melly came home to that name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They came up with the name, but he was a part of it. So he was CEO too.
I mean, I guess, but I mean,
He
how
said,
is it different? How is it different from that? Because if he was real, he'll just be breaking bread with his brothers.
this is what I'm saying. The difference is one is more. I'm gonna say one is more street than the other one. If you think about it, they grew. This is a different situation. From
This
Marita
man
even
got this.
telling us about them in Florida and how their poverty level is and how it was down there and how they like cling to each other.
Man,
That's a different situation.
go look at Migos' first Bando video, not the second one, the first one. Them boys look dusty as fuck, man. Them boys still
I'm
kept
just
it real,
saying.
man.
I'm just saying.
They still kept it real.
I'm just saying. How low
And
would you
Melly
go?
got these
I
niggas
ain't never look at
tattooed
the
on his
Migos as
head.
no thug ass niggas like that. I really ain't really looked at them like that.
But I don't look at Melly like that. I know bitch ass niggas that done shot people, bro.
My thing about it, I'm saying, him being the age that he is at 18, I look at him more street than that.
Offset was in jail, man. Them boys, it ain't to me. It ain't about the street. It's about morality. You're my brother. You mean to tell me, man? Melly got these boys tattooed on his head before they died, and he wasn't breaking bread.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, dog. I'm gonna say
That's
this.
even more crazy.
I just went out to my partner. I ain't seen my partner in 10 years. Went out this couple weekends ago. And he ain't had no bread to do nothing really. Man, you think I even hesitated to front the bill for this nigga, man? That's my brother. I don't care how many years I hadn't known him my whole life either. If you morally a real nigga, that's just how the shit go come out. I don't have to ask Marita, hey man, when we get on stream, man, plug my shit.
Yeah.
He do that shit on the street, and I never met this man a day in my life.
That's what I'm saying. People in different times. Like I said, we're in different time zones. We trying to look at ourselves as if we 18 or 24. I don't know how old you is, but I'm in my 40s.
I'm old.
So I look at it
I'm 30,
way different.
30 something.
I look at the code, the street code, and the bro code from back then. You can get slammed in the concrete and go eat a steak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't do that. I don't look at it the same.
Hey, that's why
these niggas ain't built the same.
Hey, let me tell y'all something.
They ain't. I agree with that too, though.
That's why
niggas scared. They don't even want to fight.
That's why I love y'all the way y'all be this panel here, dog. Cause let me tell y'all something. When I be listening to y'all, all of y'all be having good ass points. You get what I'm saying? It be like, damn, I see what he's saying. But damn, I see what she's saying.
I see what she's saying.
Damn,
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? I be sitting there, I be like, damn, both of them got some good ass points. But y'all go ahead though.
Yeah, eat the fish and spit out the bones. Get it. Everybody ain't gonna digest what you're saying, but I eat the fish and spit out the bone. I want to be a student and a teacher.
I learned from all of y'all, so let me just say it ain't no Migos syndrome will be tolerated. We ain't slander the Migos. I'm just saying that they kept it real with Offset. Offset was not they blood. You know what I'm saying? He was not making the songs that we love. When the Migos first started popping, Offset wasn't on none of that music. But he had a bag when he came home. Same thing with Tony Yayo and 50 Cent. Tony Yayo came home to a mansion, a Maybach, and money, and had a record deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then was the Migos. This was Melly.
But no, they kind of started off from the same little slums of Atlanta or wherever the hell they from. Whatever.
They from Gwinnett County. It go down in Gwinnett County.
Mm-hmm.
You see all the Ricos coming out of Atlanta. Come on, bro. It's dangerous and it's gangsters everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just throw this a little bit in there for y'all, so y'all can think about this too. Are we sure that Melly had any real money at the time? Because if you remember through the text message shit, he kept talking about I'm gonna get the money from track. I'm going to pick up some money.
Oh, that's a point. That's a good point. You right. Now see, that's a good point. I ain't even think about it.
I think he had them bands after they died. You know what I'm saying? I seen him with some bands.
That's when he got like real crazy money. But to
Yeah.
speak on the first topic y'all was talking about, I feel like a lot of the reasons why this thing went south is because everybody wanted to be the star, like Jay Green said. That's why Jay Green originally even separated himself. Yeah, there's some other underlying issues, but the main thing was everybody wanted to be the biggest man. If you
Yeah.
listen to Sap Chaser, and like I listen to his music, me personally, I think some of that junk fire. But he looked at himself like he was just as talented as Melly, if not better than Melly. And another thing, I don't think Melly had it like you said, Marita. Before they died, because if you listen to some of Melly's songs that's unreleased, he talk about how he robbing people out here in Broward. So clearly, if you still hitting licks on your come up, you don't got that much cheese, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think he. I don't know how much. Okay, so if you don't know the timeline of the Melly's rise, it'll look like he had money at the same time when they was alive. But
Right.
but
But think about this, Marita, because you made me think about it. You made me think about it. Because in the case, it was also revealed that he was not showing up to shows because he didn't give a fuck about the money. So if he didn't have money, why would he not give a fuck about showing up to the show for the
Childish.
money?
well, he missed one show.
Childish.
He missed one show.
Childish.
That was the one show he missed.
I mean, that's the one we know about.
Yeah. Because I ain't missing no
That
shows.
his
I ain't never.
mama had booked for him or whatever. His mama was the
Man, they can tell me to come to Dallas right now for 300. I'm about to make that three and send my baby some money.
Right.
Fuck
Right.
yeah.
I ain't missing no shows. But okay, hold on, sir. Hold on. Let's go down this rabbit hole for a minute here.
All right.
Um, damn, and we don't really have no way of knowing, but we're gonna go down the rabbit hole because we're talking about it. It seems
Hypothetically.
hypothetically, right. It seems like he had a lot of love for these guys. Because he kept them with him. You know what I mean? They was all of them guys lived in the house together, stuff like that. And so
Love is subjective.
okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, so at what point?
Love is subjective. It's a word that people usually use, but love is not a word. It's an action, and love is a verb. So let me tell you, I watch ID Discovery. It'd be a lot of kids that so called love their mamas, but they go kill their ass for their insurance money.
Mm-hmm.
So what is love, nigga? Love is an action. And if your actions speak the opposite of love, then it was never love. It could be, it's just like when people meet other people that got stuff in common, they think, oh, we could be friends. No, you just got shit in common with somebody. I don't think that was love. I think he had love for the idea of something. The idea of him being able to regulate things the way he wants to, even though it's a collective. Shit.
I think they all was still struggling.
Facts, though. That's a fact. Anytime they got to ride around in a rental, anytime
They
they got
was
to ride
still
around in a
selling
rental.
weed, as we can see from the text message. They was still talking about getting weed, selling it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think that's just to keep part of the image. All of the rappers like to still say, yeah, I just stopped selling drugs. Nigga. When my first 2 mixtapes came out, I was still in the streets. That's be a badge of honor for these stupid ass niggas.
Yeah, but this was in the text message that they had. One of them text messages.
When he asked them for money, when Juvie asked him for money, to get some weed or something like that. Yeah, and if you listen to Juvie Daddy, he said that Juvie ain't had no money. Remember he said that.
Yeah, because he had to call them while they was on tour and ask for money.
Right.
I don't know, man, because they must have not been hip to the thing. They could have been doing promos on IG and all type of shit to make money.
These boys were 18 from the
But I ain't gonna lie, that's the thing though. They ain't really had no face like that.
And my daughter 8 years old and she's still with the program, so it ain't no ignorance is not an excuse. If you on the internet,
you can't say that. You might not be from that same area. You know what I'm saying? You got
even if you not, think about it like this: if you got 20,000 followers, just say back them boys probably had maybe 4,000-5,000 followers, right? But out of them 300 people, out of them 4,000 people, 300 of them really fuck with you. If you could figure out how to get $10 from them 300 people a month, that's 3 bands. If you don't,
they weren't thinking like that though.
They weren't thinking like that. That's what track came in at.
And stuff.
That's
I looked
what
at sex
track
tapes
came
on
in at.
Facebook.
Man,
He
He
got to
barely
tag
got
me in
5
that and
likes
put him
on the
up under
post.
his wing.
Hold on. Ashley say got what?
Like I went back and look at because I'm nosy. I went back and look at Seth Chase on Facebook from way back. He barely had like 5 likes on his post, and then he was basically always talking about how you can't trust nobody. I'm out here on my own. Like he always was referencing it. Like it seemed
Damn.
like he already knew from years that something was not right.
That sister said, I mean that auntie said that he was real spiritual like that, where he could see things coming and shit like
Yeah,
that.
because he
She
was
said,
always saying that. He was like, if I go, nobody ain't gonna even remember me. Nobody gonna care about me. I'm out here on my own. Like he wasn't
He
repping
might have been
why the
depressed.
I think
yeah,
so.
yeah, that sound like depression. Damn, dog.
But who said that?
She said Sanchez
Sex
said that.
chaser. If you look
Hmm.
on his Facebook page, like some of the stuff been deleted, but barely like 5 or 10 people would even like his post.
That's the
Wow.
thing.
That's
That's another reason why he was upset. I felt like he wasn't getting the same shine. Like, so yeah, I get what you
Exactly.
mean. Like, they could have used the promo,
but
but nobody was hitting no boys up for promo. Everybody cared about Melly.
I'm gonna tell
Melly
you
yeah,
this.
but
was the
that's why you
face.
supposed to be with Melly every day and make it understood. Like, but like that, like she said, they wasn't thinking like that. That's understandable. So I ain't about to even be pushing back with that. That's a good point. So I don't, you know, they probably wasn't thinking like that. But I know all these niggas in Chicago that don't even be rapping at all. They be doing
Oh,
pretty
speaking
fine,
of
nigga. They be pulling.
Chicago, they jump out the porch that too.
Yeah.
I'm saying, look at FBG, look at FBG Butter. I have never heard a single song from FBG Butter. I
Yeah.
just heard a song from J Man.
Yeah.
And
J
no
man.
Limit Cairo ain't never did no music. These
They,
boys is figuring out a way to get some money.
they got. Hey, look, I ain't gonna cap. I be looking at that shit too. I be like, God damn, how these niggas getting money? I be thinking that same shit too.
That's a
For real.
different demon. When you say Chicago, I already know. I know
He said a
exactly what
different
you mean.
demon. For real.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
promise you. They're in different regions.
For real.
man. But hustling, it gotta be in you, man. You just gotta wanna like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Everybody ain't born with that hustle in them. Many will
Definitely.
come, but few are chosen. That's
Definitely.
word.
Definitely. Definitely. Definitely.
Cause
Definitely.
shit, I would have been on that catfishing people and everything. Melly ain't about to outdo me.
I
Shit, I'm
would have
about to
had a
nigga.
t-shirt. I would have had a clothing line.
That
All
shit would have
kind of
been
stuff.
called Sack Chaser Clothing, distributed
Oh,
by Y&W. Goddamn, however you want to put it.
they had some chips called the chocolate drop. All kind of stuff.
And that's the
I feel
sad.
like Jay Green moved away because he really know that this nigga Melly, he done went to jail again. This nigga weird. He tripping. He on some other shit.
Juvie Daddy said that allegedly Jay Green dissed himself because they was doing shows and wasn't getting paid.
But that makes sense though. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But put it like this, because they never said that house was an Airbnb. They just said the house that was
Yeah.
out there.
But it was an
So
apartment.
no, it was a house. It was. I thought it was an
It
actual
was a
house.
house.
Shit, a mansion. You talking about in Miramar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay,
they shot
okay.
some videos and shit up in that motherfucker. But
That's amazing.
But the thing is you don't know how much 100K Jack had to front these niggas to get all of this stuff to make them even look like something.
Oh,
So
it was money.
he doing shows, but Melly probably in the hole. If he do a $5,000 show, he probably only
I
getting a
said
band.
that the other day.
Yeah,
Jewelry,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
they do.
Well,
I-
the jury was fake. Juvie Daddy say. Remember he said it. You know what I'm saying? And they had pullouts. They had pullouts in their mouth. They cost $500 for a 20 wall.
100% pull-ups. 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
My
found one of
bad.
them in the door.
Yeah. $500 for a 20 wall or the pullout.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
But but
shit.
but but Track was spending money though for the rental cars and for the Airbnbs and probably for the clothes and food and stuff. He was spending a couple dollars. He was spending a couple dollars.
So do you think that like with the Jackson 5, let's go back to that.
Yeah, I'm
With the
Tito.
Jackson 5, they didn't have these same kind of problems.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
I,
they
remember the
did. Worse.
movie,
Yeah,
yeah,
but they were more scared of their daddy than anything, though.
yeah, and see, Track went like that, daddy.
Nah, Track was like a nigga like these niggas might get on my ass, so let me keep this shit to a minimum. Cause he don't seem like a enforcer or no firm, stern type
Nah,
nigga.
he's
He
not.
seemed like he'll talk crazy with a bodyguard beside him.
He's not. And
Right.
from what I heard, he's actually more like manager that would egg on his artists to do some of this bullshit. He is definitely cool from what I'm hearing. He definitely is cool with his artists doing shit in order to get some publicity going, like negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe getting into a
Because if
fight
he
with
can make them
somebody
hot,
or
then get it. Because if he can make them hot, then get them locked up. He know they don't trust their family. He got control of the money.
I don't
He
know, but
ain't
I
got
know
to do all that when he come from voodoo.
what.
Hey, you heard Julio talking about that voodoo the other day, talking about something. That's why he
But
alive.
see, let me tell y'all something. Down south, these niggas down here, let me tell you what I found out what they doing. It might be old to y'all, but it's new to me. They keep the police off their trail with that shit.
They
Just so
keep
Hey,
the
they
what?
can move
Well, they
past.
ain't doing too good.
Oh, they doing good in South Carolina?
Not in Dallas.
hey, listen,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell you what niggas used to do
I
in
said,
Natchez. These
you know what I'm
niggas in
saying?
Natchez, will pull up and shoot at us. They'll have bags and ski masks over the guns to catch the shell. They'll leave from shooting at us and go to the police station and tell on us.
damn, them niggas play it cold, don't it?
What?
God damn. I ain't never heard of that.
But then
That's
nobody
why I say
comment on
it's.
what I said though. If you use a voodoo to do that, you can use it to do other stuff, right?
Oh yeah. I
Hey,
know a chick who did voodoo.
I'm gonna say this too, Adrian.
Don't blame me.
I'm old enough to have been around, and yeah, I knew and know a number of street dudes, street pharmacists that did use, yeah, they use,
Chicken feet and all type of shit. If you
yeah.
see a chicken feet anywhere in your vehicle, you better not drive that motherfucker. You throw some holy water on that
Crystal,
bitch.
crystals, all type of
I don't play with
All
none
that.
of that.
bracelets and necklaces.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, I don't play with shit like that,
they
Now
bro.
you
be
I
see
doing.
why
was
I say
raised in
I'll be
church. I
by
don't.
God.
Yeah,
That voodoo
yeah,
shit is out the window for me.
yeah,
And it's crazy because it's voodoo and then it's hoodoo and
and
then it's
Oh,
root
Yeah.
work
and it's
and all of
and
that
it's
shit is
and it's
I
different.
don't know nothing about none of that.
and it's Santeria and Bucaria too. That's the
Oh, I
Latin
Like
dated
version
a
of
Puerto Rican
Oh
who did
shit.
that.
yeah, that's the
That
Latin version of
Santeria is no joke.
yeah, that's the
like that
Latin
shit
version
they
of
were doing on what was that stripper show that had came out where the dude was working on the chicken thing doing the root work. It's people that can do that shit for real.
shit. It's some of the motherfuckers that sent me some friend requests on Instagram just the other
Oh
week.
no.
Oh hell.
You ain't never listen. I'm telling you, I got one. I clicked on that shit. I seen one dude. He got the chicken head in the goddamn bowl.
Oh no.
On my mama.
They
A
on that
black.
Azalea Bank shit. They say she was boiling chickens.
Yeah, yeah. I said, what the fuck is this? Some voodoo shit? Then I
You
said,
know she crazy.
listen,
How you just find a random live chicken in fucking New York somewhere, goddamn?
y'all ain't never had them people send y'all a friend request and they be like,
No.
man, I'm telling you, I got two last week, nigga. I'm like, what
Oh.
the fuck is this shit? I'm like, why is this shit coming to me? You know what
No
I'm
Don't
new
watch that
friends.
shit no more. Don't
You
watch
see, I
that.
don't fool with
saying? Yeah,
nobody. No new
no,
friends.
for real. Won't get me, devil. Shit.
He
Hell
said
no.
devil.
Hell no. I don't give a
No,
damn.
that's right.
Cause that shit, bro. Listen, I know that shit. You got to pay. That shit costs something. You know what I'm talking about? All
Yeah.
that shit costs something. That shit might cost your soul or anything. Fuck all of that.
Yeah, I ain't selling my soul. That shit there.
Mm-mm.
That shit for the birds.
See, you see
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying now? These niggas nowadays is on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're
I'm not,
evil. It's
I
evil.
can't.
A lot of evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one rapper that killed his mama and was flexing with the insurance money.
That boy from
Mm.
Chicago.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that shit that pissed me off. I seen that shit. That shit that pissed me off. I just watched the video on that maybe a month ago, but I had already seen it. That shit pissed me off. Yeah, I forgot what his name was. Young something. Young something. He wanted to be a rapper, bro. That
Young fuck nigga.
some shit. That nigga.
Damn, really?
But that nigga, and
Oh.
not only that, the money that he killed his mama for, he was giving it away. He was throwing it up in the air and all type of
I'm talking
shit,
about hella flexing.
flexing.
And
Look,
his
man.
mama spoiled the fuck out of him.
Talking about
See,
this
that's
is
why you don't spoil these kids.
yeah
Right.
I be
See,
no.
I'm
telling
finna be
people,
looking upside my son's head like, boy, look, don't look at me like that. What
I'm
you
telling
thinking?
you, bro. I'm telling you something. You spoil them kids, they'll grow up. They'll grow up, and this is what they'll tell you. You'll be amazed. They'll tell you ain't did shit for them.
Real
I'll
shit.
slap the shit out
I'm
you.
telling you, I promise you. But if you make them work for shit, if you make them work for
Yeah.
shit, make them do chores, make them do shit to get, you know what I mean, get paid and teach them how to
Yeah.
work, they'll respect you
You
for
damn sure ain't lying, cause I done heard white kids frustrate their parents. You never did nothing for me.
it.
All you did was give me my. All you did is buy my Audi and put me through college.
Because
Boy,
you
Marita,
don't
don't
make
you
sense.
know, the two I got here. They be watching baseboards on the weekends.
goddamn right.
Damn.
Shit.
That's a bad kid though, because I grew up. I
Yeah.
don't want to
No, them
sound like
baseboards be getting dirty. You got to get them. I hate washing them myself.
Yeah,
You
get
right.
down. It's your
I can't
weekend.
wait till I can teach my daughter how to do baseboards. You can
Man,
put one on.
you got to make them children work for shit, dog. I don't give a damn. You
I
got to.
promise you.
Hell yeah. Shit.
Positive reinforcement. It ain't just I'm gonna give you some shit.
Yeah,
Hell
it's just
no.
your job. That's just what you're gonna do. My son told me yesterday, and it broke my heart. You can ask Adrian. He accidentally. He was like, "Girl, shut up." Oh my God.
What is that? Oh yeah,
Before
I did what I did like my mama do used to do me. You said what? Come out. She,
I
I be
didn't
like,
have time to think
come out.
about it. I just hauled
My
off. I can't say it online.
my mama make me poke them lips. I ain't never tell her shit, but I'm saying when I say something, I slip and say I ain't supposed to say. She'll make me poke them lips out, but she'll hit them goddamn lips so goddamn hard.
Yeah.
Man. Pop, pop.
Nah, my
Yeah,
mama
talking
would
about
slap
girl.
the fuck out. My mama would slap the fuck out of me. Like you know how you F at somebody and then they flinch.
Mhm.
I flinch. Look, I flinch, and she'll slap the fuck out of me and say, "Bitch, you balling up to me?"
Yeah.
Like
Man,
I was like, "I'm moving away from you. What the fuck?"
I still use that famous line. I brought you in this world and I will take you out. That I
Hey,
I told
still
him I
use
drive you to the hospital, son, but I will knock
it.
you. Don't do that. I work
hey,
too hard.
hey, one time I think I already told you so. One time where Spoon them live at is one bar. It's called, it used to be called the Peacock Lounge, and we lived on top of the bar. On top of the bar, it had like rooms in it, like it was like one room. You know what I'm saying? Me and my mama lived in that bitch, right? So Friday nights when the club was pumping, all you hear is the music, boom, boom. You couldn't even hardly fucking sleep. So this was my mama smoking drugs and shit. So Friday, she'll put on her clothes, she'll put her wig on and shit, put her makeup on, and she finna go, she finna go out. And I ain't want her to go out, you know what I'm saying? Because I be thinking she finna go out and do drugs
Oh,
and shit like that. So I'm probably about 12, maybe about 12, 13. But I'm just getting to the age where I'm becoming like a little young man. And she was putting her makeup on and shit, you know what I mean? She looked good. But my mom looked good. Men start liking her and talking to her and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like that shit. So I'm like, nah, man, you ain't going out tonight. She's like, what? You can sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? So she had them bought me some food because she finna go. I probably won't see my mama till probably about 4 in the morning. You feel what I'm saying? She might finna go catch her a couple dates. I don't know, any type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it just hurted me to see her go out. So I kept telling her I didn't want to go out. I didn't tell her I want to go out. She was like, boy, you better shut up. So I started arguing back with her. You know what I'm saying? Arguing back with her, whatever. So she had a mirror in her hand, like a little hand mirror, and she had this little thing that she put her makeup on, like the little sponge. She put the makeup on. She just doing her makeup. She ain't studying me, but I'm arguing back at her, and I just decided I was finna say, man, fuck this shit. I promise you. Before I got the motherfucking up, I said the
Oh,
she looked back and slapped me in the goddamn face with the mirror. I fell back on the bed, went to cry. She politely walked to the door and looked back at me and say, "I'll be back later." Now watch you not fool. I went on out the door. Hey, look, I had little pieces of glass in my face and all type of shit.
don't you ever.
That's how you know your mama crazy when she say shit to you calm.
Yeah,
They don't supposed to be calm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you better chill out. I'm gonna come on there and fuck you up. You be like,
Right.
oh shit, she
I do
she
that all
ain't
the
playing.
time.
But she wasn't wrong though, because I was finna cuss her. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yep.
before I could get it out, nigga, I'm still your motherfucking mama, nigga. Bow! She hit me right that the mirror broke and everything, y'all.
Man,
Now,
I
Marie,
I
used to use
believe
I used to use the Bible against my mama since she wanted to be so biblically. I'd be like, she be like, you don't supposed to talk back. I'm like, well, the Bible say you don't supposed to provoke your kids into
provoke your
anger.
kid.
You know what
I
I'm
said
saying?
that so much. I
That's still
said that so much.
that's still to get your ass whooping in a black household though. Still,
it's
you know
so
Yeah.
real.
that.
Yeah, but I'm willing to go down for to make that point. I'm willing to get the ass whooping for that point. I'm a spite. Nigga, I forgot my keys one time. I tried to drop the keys in my mama's hand because I knew she would go snatch them. But she threw them bitches so quick in my head. But I saw it coming. I ducked her head real quick. Yeah. That's but hey, all of that, I used to hate it. And a lot of shit was some fuck shit that our parents did. But we
Yeah.
good people, bro. We good people.
Man, fuck all that. Look, man, let me tell y'all, all of us on here, as parents, as far as I know, maybe some, but none of us don't know. But I know the rest of us as parents. Look, man, don't never let them children take your parent away, your parent, you know what I'm saying, away from you. What I'm saying is, you don't got to be their motherfucking friend. Be their
Oh
parent.
no.
Thank
You
you.
feel what I'm saying? Be their motherfucking parent. Fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna always do
Right.
shit right, but goddamn it, sometime I'm gonna say no because I want to say no, motherfucker. Don't worry about it. Can you go? Can you go to your friend's house? No. Why? Because I
No.
said so,
Because
nigga.
I said
Because I
so.
said so. I don't gotta give you no goddamn reason. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I don't want you to go. Damn it. You don't question me.
No, but that's teaching them that sometimes they gonna want to say no in life, and they ain't gonna have to give nobody no reason.
Yeah, shit. I'm your parent. I'm
Exactly.
your parent. I'm proud to be your parent. I love being your parent. So I'm not finna give that up to be your friend. Hell
Oh
no.
no.
Hell
I
no.
don't believe in being
Marita, do you
friends.
think Melly got his ass whooped?
As a
No.
kid,
By
Yeah.
his stepdad, I heard he used to get his
Man, I
ass
was about
beat
to say
up.
the
I don't.
same
I
shit.
ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't see his mama whooping him, dog.
I don't see his great grandmama or his
Yeah,
grandma.
No, his
yeah,
grandma took a charge from him. She definitely ain't
yeah.
gonna beat him.
I could be wrong, but it just don't seem like it, y'all. It don't seem like he had no ass whoopings from his mama. What y'all think?
She
Nah,
probably
No.
done
like
popped
Silk
his ass
said,
a couple
the
times or some
stepdaddy.
shit.
When they were real little.
Nah, I'm talking about when he probably getting old. She probably had to pop the nigga a few times, but you know, nigga ain't about to just go. You want to be a hard nigga, you ain't about to be like, yeah, my mama hit me in my shit. I'm pissed off.
His mama was his homegirl.
I
His
see.
mama been his
His
homegirl.
mama was
Yep.
his sister, I
Yep.
think.
Because I seen in that documentary, he said, man, my mama know how I am, man. This and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he was saying, like, you know, shit, she know how I am. Like, what you mean how you is? No, you how the fuck. I say you is. You ain't how the fuck you want to be. You gotta
Yeah.
be fucked up. As
Yeah,
a
because
kid,
she was 14, so I
yeah,
feel like that was more like her little brother.
yeah.
Man, Melly mama be reminding me of Mr. Ed, the horse. You remember Mr.
Oh my
Ed?
God. How did you go there?
Am I too old for that? Some of you might be too young to know, but I remember Mr. Ed. They used to put the peanut butter in this. That boy used to go crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Now
with
that
you.
great,
Yeah,
but
I'm with
hold
y'all
up,
though.
now that great grandmama looked like she might have popped his ass.
Maybe.
No.
I ain't with y'all though.
You know, the grandmama be softer though most times.
I ain't tolerating no.
But
I
she
ain't.
had to raise him. The grandmama did. Like, that was
But
her
some kids
child.
be
Because her
good
daughter
around their
was
grandmama.
14.
Some people be
Huh?
some kids be good around their grandma because they really love and fuck with their grandma. Cause you know our mothers had us young
She
this
looked black
generation.
and greasy. She looked like she don't play. She'll whoop that ass with a paddle.
My mama, my son's
Yeah.
friend.
I'm telling y'all, she took a charge from Melly. I don't think
I
she
ain't
did
taking
that.
charge for shit. Boy, you better get your ass over here and come and tell these folks what you did and we gonna work it out.
You hear me?
Man, nigga better have a blunt on the other side of his hand talking about take a charge. That's it.
What? For real. We
Damn,
go.
y'all gonna pull the queso daddy?
We're gonna get your lawyer. Just go on down there. Don't say nothing. Go on to the police station. We'll get your lawyer.
Y'all
Just
gonna
don't
do
say
what
nothing.
queso daddy did? Y'all gonna snitch on y'all jit?
No, but his ass going to jail
I
for
ain't
his shit
snitching.
though. He going to jail for his own shit though. I can tell you that. I ain't gonna.
Look, like
Yeah.
that
I get.
remind me of what D. Ray Davis said. Niggas be looking at they charges like it's a receipt. Like, oh nah, I take the armed robbery, but that other shit wasn't me.
Nah, that wasn't me.
Yeah, no. But yeah, she was more like his. She was more like his friend than his parent. And that's another thing. Look, man. We need to build black families up or families in general back up, dog, because you know, I see a lot of these rappers on social media or doing these interviews and stuff, and a lot of them do allude to the fact that they ain't have no father. You know, if they had a father, then they probably wouldn't have did some of the things. See, mothers, yeah, y'all good at raising kids, y'all good at nurturing and all of that. They need that side. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this: when these young boys get a certain age, they need the fear that I'm gonna beat his motherfucking ass because he can't overpower me at that point. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at some point, mama licks don't hurt no more. You feel what I'm saying? Mama can't do nothing but hit you a
Yeah.
couple times and shit like that. And
That's why
you
I
know,
shoot him.
You know
But
what
not even, but
I
you
bump the
still,
cap at your feet.
but not even in that regard, Marita, in the emotional regard, because think about it, when you coming up and you start liking girls, your daddy gonna be like, nah, it's gonna be a lot of girls like you. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't take it too serious. All of them go like you.
yeah.
But when your mama go tell you, nah, if you like her, do this, go in, and you go all in, and you get your heart broken in third grade, and you just be a fuck nigga the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just tell my son,
cause
fuck them hoes.
I ain't gonna lie, I was raised by my mama till I was like 14, and I was a little more softer when it came to women. But then when I got my dad is totally macho. My daddy macho. My daddy military. He don't tell you he love you. He don't do none of that shit. My daddy straight military. And yeah, if I would once I was around him, I kind of learned more how to be a man than when I was with my mama. You know, so my mama, and I still got it in me now. I still got that lovey type, lovey feel in me now. Kind of like how Tupac is, you know, kind of Tupac, kind of macho,
Oh,
be
I
kind of
love it.
sensitive too. You see what I'm
Man, that
saying?
nigga Tupac a legend. He be getting bitches wet from the grave still.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I wish
But
he get with me from the game.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely. You do need them. You do, and I'm gonna say this: you need your father because that's the person that you gonna look up to, and you know what I'm saying. If your father get your ass whooping, a lot of times you know that's your father. But if another nigga get your ass whooping, he ain't your daddy. That shit different for a young boy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You feel like you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like my
Unless he been there from the start, you know what I mean. If he been there from you a little young baby, and you know what I'm saying, y'all done built that kind of relationship. He, you know what I'm saying. That
Mm-hmm.
that can fly.
well,
That can fly.
they need their daddy because I grew up with all brothers, and so I started treating niggas like females, like and thought
Mhm.
it was normal. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But then life went on, and I grew into be a beautiful young swan, and
Oh Lord.
and I got married. And so now I know my role as a wife. I know my position. I know with
Right.
my husband when he handling something, when I need to let him handle that.
Yeah.
But Marita,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
son, just turned 15 on the 26th.
Oh
Happy
Lord.
birthday
Comes
to
to
him.
me, he said,
Happy
my
belated.
girlfriend want all kind of stuff for Christmas. I got to get me
What?
a child.
Okay.
I
You
said,
bet,
okay.
you tell her to write everything she got down and pick it out of raffle. I'm getting 3 out of all of these things. That's it.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, well, that's sweet. Long as you respect her and treat her like a young lady. His daddy gonna tell him, you better be trying to put some money up so you can get your damn car because I'm trying to take you
Fact,
to
Right.
facts
get your
though. At the
car.
Right.
same time,
Right.
because he ain't gonna even like that girl soon.
He ain't even trying to hear that. I'm telling him to just be respectful towards her and you get her one gift. You ain't got to buy her no whole lot of gifts,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
But I like that.
Marita.
See, that's the both sides. That's the both sides that they need, the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
God, listen, God knew what he was doing when he made us. He made the parent, the mama, and the daddy. You know what I'm saying? That's why we here to guide these children. That's why don't you let these goddamn children tell y'all what the hell they gonna do. We've been here
Mhm.
before. They just got here. God damn it.
Well,
Hey
my
And
daughter
Marita.
they
be
swear
knowing.
they been here. They
I'm
like to say that
gonna ask her.
old stuff.
Mm. What you been say, Ashley?
With that being said, because I'm gonna have to go to sleep. Real quick, I just wanted to say because you were talking about the bikes and for your girlfriend and just doing stuff. And look at here, my son is 8. Anytime that you want to ship something to Dallas, just let me know. Can you just stress? I am a single
Hey, I ain't gonna even count while I'm sitting there. Okay, so I just sent my son 14 outfits. He got them yesterday, right? He's in Indianapolis, right? He turned 1. His mama just texted me on the phone right now when I was with y'all. I hope she ain't, I ain't hope she listens. She say, hold on, for real. I'll tell you, this shit be happening. So she say, she hit me on Instagram first. She say, right here. She say, good morning. The clothes came in because she texted me this earlier, but I ain't text. But then she texted back, they are cute. Oh, and your son needs some stuff. Could you send him some money, please? I said, how much he need? I say, what he need and how much money? She hit me back. She say, body wash, lotion, happy cappy. I don't know what that is. Soap for his dishes, diapers, wipes, toothpaste, socks, bigger nipple for a bottle. I say, how much you need? She say, She say a damn gate for the stairs. She say not sure. I say well, price it and send it to me. She say okay. She sent me that at 11:27. It's 11:56 where I'm at. So,
I'm
so
so happy
Damn.
y'all talking. That
yeah,
is so good.
Damn.
yeah.
I'm so happy that you,
Yes.
because you just said how much and you just, hey, look here, I'm gonna send you a list in a
Yeah,
minute.
that's what you supposed to say, man. That shit
Yeah,
is bro. We blow money on the stupidest shit ever,
on the
bro.
stupidest shit. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
right here sitting here right here
That's
smoking weed.
good.
How I'ma tell my baby mama no for some shit my kid need?
Yeah. And I mean,
I'm
I
finna
love.
have a phone cry.
I just, again, I had a rough upbringing at some point. So, I feel for them. I feel for, first of all, my children, but I still feel for children, especially when they, I don't want the children to go without. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I
Yeah.
work two jobs. I work 2 jobs. You know what I mean? Shit, I wouldn't be. Listen, I'm the type of person I wouldn't be mad if a girl put me on child support. You feel what I'm saying? Not me. You know what I'm saying?
I got off for child support,
You know what
Marita.
I'm saying?
I'm one of the chosen few.
Yeah, I don't want to be on child support, but I'm saying like if let's say my baby mama just decided to put me on child support, I wouldn't say nothing to her about it. I would. Shit, I'm my children. Fuck it. Yay, look, yay, do your thing, baby.
I
I'm
feel
finna
like
Well, in
cry.
some
I went to
women
break.
do
Mississippi,
that
in Mississippi,
you miss out when you do that. When you put
Mhm.
somebody, they don't give you what you could be getting.
Right,
And
that's a fact.
I just
right.
don't believe nobody should have to be made to pay to take care of their child. But
That
some
that's
people don't get along.
and
But
that's
Some
but
people don't get
Adrian,
along.
and that's another reason.
My baby daddy did it.
And see, and that's another reason why I ain't give you. Did you see me say, I ain't seen your money, bitch? None of that. No, I ain't doing none of that.
Oh,
Hey, what you need? You get what I'm saying? What you need?
Mm-hmm.
What you need? If she
my
would have,
baby put
if
it.
she would have, be honest with you, if she would have sent me back, if once I asked her the first time, she would have said how much she needed, I would have cashed it over to her right then. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh wow.
She said not sure. So I said, okay, well, price it and then send me how much it costs. You know what I'm saying? I see the money.
The crazy shit
That's
was, Marita,
good.
I was adding that shit up in my head, and I was like, that should be about a good 200 to
Yeah,
250 at the most. At the
yeah.
most, if
Listen
not
to
cheaper.
him. He'll
I was.
calculate.
When he was said that one thing, I ain't know when he said I don't know what that is either. So
Yeah,
I
what
was like 30,
Yeah, I
whatever.
don't even know what the fucking happy cappy is. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand she need a gate because he crawling out finna be walking. So, I
Oh.
don't want him to fuck around and fall down the stairs or some shit. You get what I'm saying?
I wish you was by me.
Oh,
I got all this stuff. These great kids.
Mm-hmm.
that's so sweet. My baby daddy put himself on child support and then got ghost. That was the
I did,
dumbest thing I've
I
ever seen in
did
my
that
life.
too, but I ain't get ghosts. I
I was finna
definitely put myself on child support though.
I was finna do that a couple months back if y'all remember not when me and her wasn't talking because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do something for the baby, but me and her wasn't talking. So I was gonna go put myself on child support. Shit.
But you was gonna do right. This boy did it and did now 65,000. Come on, man.
God damn.
Yeah, no,
That
I
was
done
the
seen
dumbest
some.
thing.
I done been in jail with people younger than me, and be like, I owe 90,000 in child support. I'm like, how? He's like, I got 3, 4 kids. I'm like, boy, y'all nigga better wrap it up.
Shit, my daddy paid child support. My daddy paid child support for me till I was 30.
Damn. I mean, I'm
I ain't and
sorry.
listen, and I ain't getting none of the money. My mama came to visit me one time, and she was like, I was grown. So she stayed with me for like Thanksgiving or something. She cooked this stuff and she said, "Oh, I gotta hurry up and get back." She won't get back to Wabasso with a spoon and live. I said, "We gotta get back down there, mom." I try to get her to stay a little bit, couple more days with me. I'm like, "Mom, you can stay a little." She's like, "No, I gotta get back down." I'm like, "What you got?" She, "I gotta get my check." I say, "Check? What check, mama?" She said, "Your child support check." I say, "Child support." I said, "You still getting child support?" She said, "Yeah, I'm still getting child support." Man, I was about 27, 28 years old then.
But see what happened. You could tell them that you in college, and then you could still get it.
Yeah. I ain't never want.
Mhm.
I ain't never get mad or nothing about it because I didn't need the money and she needed it. Go ahead, mom, take that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how much it was.
Man, fuck that. With me and my baby mama was beefing. I wanted to know. She used to be like, she need this, this, and that. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna send it down there. Nah, just send the money. Nah, I want to get my daughter fly. I'm gonna get it myself. I'm gonna get the products I like, type shit. Like I used to be on that shit for sure.
Now I'm gonna go get my baby daddy. I'm gonna go to jail. All right then.
You ain't gonna do what? Beat him up. Don't do it, Ash.
Nah,
Don't
I'm just
do it.
playing. I don't know where he is. That's okay.
Mhm.
But I commend all you men that take care of your
Yeah.
kids. Ain't nothing but blessings
Salute.
come from behind
I
it.
could
You
not
talk
do it.
about
I be
man
trying to
up.
imagine it. I
Yes,
be
I
trying to
have
imagine
Mm.
men.
being a deadbeat, and I be like, I couldn't even. how could I know a living piece of me is living? Like even right now, I'm like, I wonder what my daughter ate today. Like I don't know, but I be caring about shit like that.
Man, I'm with you, Sil. I feel the exact same way. Is that
Yeah, and
everything you saying? I feel the exact same way. The
what I
exact
was
Y'all
gonna
gonna
same
get
way.
say,
blessed.
what I was
For
gonna
real.
say, bad luck. If as a man that don't take care of their kids, I'm telling you,
I
it
heard
seems
that a
like you'll
lot.
never get ahead.
Yeah,
And
I
I
heard
tell
that.
any man, if you put a seed in this earth, you better water it and help it grow.
Yeah,
I
I heard that
promise.
too. I done heard that a lot of times from a lot of older people. A lot of people said that, man, you don't take care of your kids, yeah, bad luck. I heard that. But
Now for myself,
it just in me
I
though.
can
I don't
see.
know.
Yeah,
I
I
can see
break a
Sil
million
feeling so
mirrors
bad.
before I not take care of my kids.
Right. That shit bring me joy.
Gotta take care of them babies.
Yeah, yeah, man. Gotta
What
take
was
care of them
that?
babies. That's my boy Dre. Hey, look,
Oh, hey, Dre.
I'm gonna take a step further than that. I don't care what you going. I don't care what you're going through with your baby mama about it, what she done did or what you done did. Man, them kids ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. Take care of
Right.
Yeah.
them kids. Know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
how I got cool with my baby mama one day, I just hit her up and I just let her. I said, I just want to know how you feel about everything. I'm just gonna let you talk. And I just let her talk for like damn near an hour. And I just, I tried to acknowledge how she felt in all of them situations from her perspective. And then when it was my time to talk, I was like, look, the past, nigga.
Right,
I don't even care to talk about my feelings, but I
right.
acknowledge yours and shit. Ever since then, it's been a million times better.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. That's the same thing you did with me.
That's like me and my baby mama. Since we done started back talking, we never talked about the past. We never even brought it up. I never brought it up. She never brought it up. All we talk about is the baby, and I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? As
Oh,
long as y'all you good, or hey, the baby good, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Cause
gonna
you,
tell you.
see,
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. OG told me too. He say. Let me tell you something. You might fall out with your baby mama. Y'all might, don't be rocking no more. But they'll eventually they'll have love for you through what you do for the kids. You see what I'm saying?
yes.
They might not want to be with you or nothing no more, but they'll achieve some sort of love for you because they'll when you there for them children. You see what I'm saying?
But you want to know why? Because as a person, and I know everybody on the panel, anybody in the comments can understand this shit. Most people not gonna help you or genuinely care or give a fuck about nothing. And you got a person who consistently have been giving a fuck, so you can't hate that person.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
You right.
Most of the people you help can never help you in
Mm-hmm.
most situations. And if you fell all the way off, they still wouldn't be able to help you because they never put themselves in a position to help themselves. So anybody reaching out to help in any type of way, man, you gotta respect that at a certain point.
Right.
Exactly. My brother,
That's for
my
sure.
oldest brother, it's crazy because y'all say that because he did 10 years in prison. So he had one daughter. He got one daughter, I mean, she's 16, but she was younger. And he went to the Black Men's Coalition to try to get help with his back child support.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like, if you had $5, would you get your daughter a box of cereal? He was like, I ain't giving her mama nothing. I
Well,
wouldn't give her nothing. Just the
Wow.
anger and hate he had for the mama at that time. Let me tell you, he could not keep no job. It seemed
wow.
like he kept losing the job. That nigga got on dialysis.
You see what
It
I'm
was one
saying?
Mm.
thing after another. But as soon as he got sick, he started doing for his daughter.
Wow.
Mm, mm, mm.
My baby mama, me and her had done broke up. Not this one, but my one that passed. We had done broke up, and she hit me up and asked and told me that she needed some money for her light bill. I gave it to her. It's like $300. Because if you
Damn,
in the
Maurice.
because if you in the dog, my kids in the dog.
For
Exactly.
sure. And I don't want the mama to be stressed because you gotta primarily take care of the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm depressed. All right then.
Hey, look, and I'm gonna say this too, because I do talk about women quite a bit, but I'm gonna say this too. Take it for somebody who done lost their baby mama, their kid's mom. You do not, and I didn't, and it's sad, but I gotta keep it real. I did not realize, when the women say, "But I got your kids with me every day," and I used to be like, but you ain't doing that with them every day. Like they go to school, they get up, they feed themselves, they don't come home till about 4, 5 in the afternoon and shit. You know what I'm saying? They in the room, they doing their homework, they on the video game. Like what? You fix dinner and that's it. Let me tell you something, bro. When they had them kids, all the time and you don't got them kids, well, y'all broke up and you living your own life and she got the kids. Yes, it is a lot. And how I know that, because now my kids don't have nobody but me. So I got to be everything. I got to be the mama. I got to be the daddy. I got to make sure I got some money to, if they call me, they need. I got to be able to answer the phone for them, all of that type of shit. These are luxuries that I was afforded that when she was alive that I didn't have to deal with because she had them all the time. But now that I'm the only thing that they have, I have to make sure that I'm always on point in case they call me. Now they big now, so it's a little bit easier. But still, they still need things. You get what I'm saying? They still gonna call you. And what I'm saying is, I think a lot of us men don't realize that, and I didn't realize it until I lost my baby mama, and I realized that I'm the only parent these children have.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's some life changing shit right there. But hey, man, you stood tall, brother. Like I commend you for that, because there's a lot of people that would have crumbled in that situation.
Yep.
Yes,
I know
I
a
can't.
lot of dads who did. Like people don't be prepared for that, and
I,
losing somebody you love too. It's like you can't grieve because you got to keep, you know.
I can't even fuck off like I used to fuck off. I used to fuck off and blow a couple dollars on some chicks or blow a couple dollars on this or that. I can't even fuck off like that no more. I got to make sure that I got something in case one of them needs something. You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
exactly. And I'm taking care of my niece. Her mom died or whatever, and she been here with me since she was 12. Oh, Marita, she got her license
Oh,
too.
that's what's up,
Yes.
man.
Did she
That's
So
have
one.
the
you know,
parallel park?
did I teach her?
No, because people be telling me they driving test, and literally for my driving test, I just went up the road, bust the right, bust the U-turn, went back to the place. I had my license. I swear.
I
I
think
ain't
they
taking
make.
no
No,
test.
they had. She had the parallel
I
park.
finna say I think I had the parallel part.
I ain't had to do none of that shit.
No, I ain't do that.
Man, they just gave them away, but she
So this the
doing
one. This the
good.
one that. This the one that wanted to go out on the date.
Yeah, this spiritual.
Yeah.
And so
Mm-hmm.
she doing good. I'm very proud of her,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, her mama not here. And I never be take the place of being her
Yeah.
mama.
Yeah.
But one thing about it, I can say, like I had 2 seizures the day before yesterday. My
Yeah.
Oh
bounce passed
Lord,
strong.
I'm gonna
But
pray for you
her
for
being the
sure.
only girl in the house, it was like she
Oh,
came, my other kids came, but she showed me more attention than they did. And I ain't have no
Oh,
girls. I got all boys. So it was like, all things happen for a reason. We never know why.
yep.
But I
mm-hmm.
thank God for her, and I'm just proud of the little young lady that she's becoming.
No, that's beautiful, like a
Oh,
motherfucker, though, for sure.
Yeah.
and you take
That's
and
care
that
of
go
beautiful.
that
and
stuff
that
too.
and that go back to how a little bit go back to when some of these people don't want to be in their kids' life or nothing like that. I got a partner who he got a stepson, and his stepson, the daddy is one of our homeboys, but the daddy don't have nothing to do with the son. And my partner, he be like telling my homeboy, bro, like come and get your son sometime, come chill with him, and he never do. And I told my homeboy got mad one time, and I told him, I said, look, check this out. How you know God didn't put you in that boy life? You might have been supposed to be in that boy life. You see what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how it's supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? God knew that his daddy, was maybe gonna be this way, so he gave him you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah. And he been in that boy life
Exactly.
since he was a little boy. That boy about 15, finna be 16 now. And he been there from the start since he was like 1.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's a
I like
blessing.
that.
I wouldn't trade her
Yeah.
for the world. She
I'm
the only
telling you.
girl in the house, so she get to be the little me now.
That's
And you
what's
take
up.
care of yourself too.
Oh,
Yeah, for
girl,
sure.
I'm
Nice.
built
Hey,
I'm
like
nice
that.
to
Casey,
I'm nice
please
to
take care
all
of
I'm not
yourself.
I'm nice to all them kids though, because I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I know I'm gonna get old one day. You feel what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep. Somebody gonna have
Mm-hmm.
to take
Yeah.
care of you.
Yeah, I
Grow your
fucked with
ass
all the
up.
kids.
So,
Mhm. That's right.
Shit. Yeah. Shit. For real. That's like even when I go through the hood. Most of the little kids, most of the little boys that they be out there doing their thing or whatever, that they might be what they call little so-called demons and all that. All of them fuck with me because all of them played football with my son and shit, and I gave them dollars and took him to my son's birthday parties and
Pizza Hut and shit.
exactly all of that shit. So y'all might be scared, but the demons fuck with me because I've been that cool dude from start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Shit, they respect me. I respect them too. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I just can't do all these little boys, man. On the weekend, they about to be wanting to pile up in my house. Little feet stink. Get out my.
Ah,
You know, they about 16 and 14 and you know, they play basketball. It's one little white boy and he think he black. You can't tell him he ain't black.
Hey, but you grow
You
to
can't
love
tell him he ain't hood.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something though.
Shit, he might be the first one to shoot them. I'm telling you, you
But
never know.
you grow to love them kids, bro, and them kids go to love you, especially when they become like little young men and shit like that. Man, that trust me, they ain't gonna let nobody fuck with you. Trust
Right.
me. I'm
They be
telling
like,
Yeah.
you.
Mom, what you cooking, Mom? Mom.
For real. And a lot of them little young boys be needing that type of love and attention. They might not be, their home life might not be ideal. So they, they might come over to your house to feel a part of something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they can come long as they ain't got no roaches.
Man,
oh Lord.
let's go to Marita house and start a gridiron game.
Right. You know what I'm
We
saying?
need to.
I'm telling you. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna end this live. I gotta go to work in about an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
Boy,
Yeah,
you cutting it close. You
yeah.
must really you must really love us, man.
I mean, it was a
All
great
right, be
conversation.
careful.
It was a great conversation,
All right,
I
y'all.
Mm.
enjoyed
Appreciate you,
y'all.
Marita.
All right, man.
Kendall
All
for
right, y'all
sure.
have a good
All
evening.
right, Silk. All
Good
right,
evening,
Ash.
man.
Yeah,
Shout,
y'all be
All right,
blessed,
Drake.
man.
shout out
All
to
right,
Silk Foster
Adrian.
Jr. So
All
y'all go
right,
subscribe to
Ashley.
his Instagram and go subscribe to his YouTube channel. That's Silk Foster Jr. Y'all go subscribe to
Appreciate it.
Anonymous One uh
Yo.
YouTube channel. Shout out to my girl Adrian.
Yeah, yeah.
Invisible Woman. Hey, Adrian, why you call yourself Invisible Woman? I want to know.
Because you never see me come and you'll never see me leave.
Okay. Oh, I listened to that. I watched that video too. Who the girl singing was? Who the girl singing was?
There was a girl, the boy who was rapping with the shades on, that was her girl. That was his baby mama. She was pregnant.
She can sing.
Yes, she can. She
Yeah,
sung on my CD.
yeah, she can sing. She can sing. Yeah, I checked that out. I checked that out. I watched the whole video. I actually went
That's an
to.
old video.
I actually watched a couple out the YouTube channel that's on. I actually went and watched a couple more videos on that YouTube channel. I think that YouTube channel was posting people videos that had like a good like buzz on it.
Yeah, yeah, that was back in the day.
I listened to it. I checked it out. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Shout out to Dre Jones, man. Dre, you done switch your name back or you got 2 channels? What's going on here, Dre?
You said what?
You done switch your name back or you got 2 channels or what?
Nah, I ain't switched my name back, man. It still should be the same, but then
That bitch say Dre
I'm on my
Jones. That bitch say Dre
yeah.
Jones here, but that bitch say Drake 6100 on the other one.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, bro. I mean, normally I'd be on my phone, but tonight I was actually on my computer because I was
Oh,
actually.
that's what it is then. That's what it is.
Change.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. I appreciate the gang. I appreciate you. Y'all have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Salute.
Salute, man. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Kel1K. Kel, I just followed you back. Shout out to Harmony T. Shout out to Cody Lee. Shout out to Nay Said It. What's up, Nay? Shout out, appreciate my girl Nay for the cash out. Shout out to Audio Crack 22. Shout out to SLK, some like Cloud TV, some like shout out to Chevy. Shout out to Flyboy Michael Foe. Shout out to Nephew for Real. Shout out to Chicks 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Cody Lee. Shout out to Renata McCoggle. Appreciate you, Renata. Who else? Shout out to Camille Kim. Appreciate you, Camille. Shout out to Angie, baby. Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Look, boy, Angie, baby is a very, very, very beautiful woman. I'm gonna tell y'all that. So I'm just saying, Angie could be a model, y'all. Shout out to Angie. Appreciate the love and support. Who else? Who else? Shout out to Don't Even Worry About It. Appreciate you for stopping through. Who else? Who else? Who else? Shout out to Wendy Chinatown. Appreciate you for stopping through, Wendy. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I'm going down the chat. Shout out to Poetry 2000. If y'all drop a comment in chats, that's how I know who to get shots out at the end of the video. So I appreciate y'all for dropping a comment in the chat. Let me know who you are so I can get y'all name out here so people can hear who out here rocking with us in these YouTube screens. Shout out Unspoken Crime, Mr. Unspoken Crimers. My boy got 2 channels. Go subscribe to him. Shout out Music 101. Go subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Mickey Truth, the queen of paperwork. Y'all go subscribe to her channel. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Mickey Truth is the talk of YouTube right now, y'all. Every time I turn around, it's people talking about Mickey Truth and the job that she's doing. I think, you know, if you guys would like a lot of facts in a lot of these cases, you should go subscribe to Mickey Truth YouTube channel because she deals in paperwork. So what she's dealing with is the facts, and you can learn a lot from Mickey's content because she gets the paperwork on these people and she reads it out to you. So it's not no opinions, you know what I'm saying? It's not no conspiracy theories. It's fact. She goes off the paperwork. So go subscribe to Mickey Truth. Shout out to Eddie, my Memphis, yeah. That's my little Memphis, yeah. Shout out to Eddie. Appreciate you for stopping through, Eddie. Who else? Shout out to FL Traffic, man. Appreciate you, gang. Shout out to Pooh Black. Shout out to Trigger Man. Tell him, goddamn me. Who else? Shout out to Real Supreme Justice. Shout out to Raw Nature, my boy from Estonia. Shout out to Leah. Appreciate you, Leah. Appreciate you for stopping through. I'm gonna put on the thing. She put her flag up there. Rep your nationality. Who else? Shout out to Harper. I don't know how to say your last name, Harper. But shout out to you, Harper. Shout out to Philly Witherspoon. Shout out to Samara Jackson, aka Peanut. I be getting people shots out. They ain't even gonna jump in the chat because you know they've been rocking with us a long time. They part of the Squiddy. There's some people been rocking with the channel 2 and 3 years, man. So I appreciate all y'all, man. Because if it wasn't for the subscribers, man, we wouldn't be nothing, man. Shout out to Mr. Clean Anthony. Shout out to Lil A. Shout out to It's Aaron's Way. Shout out to Jane Joelle. Shout out to Megan. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Haley. Who else? Shout out to Slick Puller, my main man Puller talk real slick. Shout out to Mr. 36. Who else? I appreciate all y'all though. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I rock this long on this live because we had a great panel. Shout out to the panel. We had a great conversation. I enjoyed it. I gotta be at work in about another hour and 30 minutes. Probably about an hour and 30 minutes, yeah. So I won't be going to sleep. But I slept earlier today, so I'm good. Shout out to Cody Lee. Shout out to Slime Life Max. I just followed you back on Instagram, Slime Life Max. Shout out to Yoli. Hey, look, y'all go subscribe to follow me on Instagram, Meritaboy1, MERITABOY, the number 1. DM me, let me know who you are, and I'm gonna follow you back. Appreciate you. I see my boy Nephew for real stop there through the night. Shout out to Randy. Appreciate you, Randy. Shout out to Kentucky Shannon TV. Kentucky Shannon just followed me on Instagram, and I just follow her back. So I appreciate you, Shannon. Shout out to Too Legit to Quit KC. Appreciate you, KC. Shout out to CC Flow Grown Baby. Appreciate you, CC. CC say bust it wide open. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Lil Keith from Tampa. Shout out to Sante On. Appreciate you, Sante, for stopping through. Shout out to Seven. Appreciate you, Seven, for stopping through. Shout out to Keith. Appreciate you, Keith. Shout out to 985J. Appreciate you, Jay. Shout out to Pennywise. Appreciate you, Pennywise. Pennywise always stopping through. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out, check on my boy Trigger, man. Tell him, goddamn me. Appreciate you, Trigger. For real, tell Pooh Black I said what up, man. For real. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I'm finna log off. I got to take my ass to work in about an hour and 30 minutes. I'm gonna probably get me something to eat and then get ready for work, y'all. I'll be back home tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about? I got tree job. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Share this video if you like it. Chill.